Oh, goodness gracious, this weather is being all but consistent. Goodness gracious, I am so lucky to not be sick today. Well, I did say that yesterday I was a bit sick, but it turns out that whatever I took, it just got me better. And so, welcome, my dearest angels, to another Bluebird Calls to the Resident stream. I will admit, I kinda didn't want to be here. There's only one reason why. I was goddamn sleepy. I was incredibly sleepy. I just woke up from a nap that I didn't know if I was gonna fall asleep or not, but eventually I did, and good lord, I remembered to put the alarm. And it was a struggle to get out of bed. I don't really understand, but there are even some days where it's so hot that I'm sweating, and I still don't want to get out of bed. Goddamn. What kind of wizard did put a spell on my goddamn bed? It's fucking fantastic. But, I did have to eat some things to be able to perk me up a bit, but I feel like I'm perked up enough. Now, I do say that I also feel kind of overwhelmed for tonight's stream because I do have still a lot. And even though I did say that I was probably going to focus on the Bond tales from last Bluebird Calls to Resident stream, I'm not really sure if I should, because if I am to increase my level up higher, I think I should be focusing not on the Bond tales, but rather on the side quests. And I feel like for a lot of people that is the way to go. Now, I will say that I did grind a bit more from the previous week than any other week, I believe, because I did focus on trying to get kind of like the best in slot weaponry for my character, or even the gear really, but I haven't really gotten to get everything. But I will showcase what I've been able to work on for the previous week, and hopefully what I can achieve as well on the next week. But knowing how I'm gonna have some things to do, I'm kind of overwhelmed. Let's see if I can still work it on. So let's always what's up and let's button right up to Bluebird Calls to Residence. Suddenly my nose wants to get all blocked, and that is no bueno. No bueno at all. Okay, I actually did forget something. Let me get sound here. Was it this one? Nope, it's not this one. I am all over the place already. Lovely way to start. There we go. Yeah. Okay. There's no sound. Click, 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 click. Why the fuck there's no music? I'm pretty sure I did not remove the music. Because the only things I mess around with the settings is always the max. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay. This is the World Boss Crusade rewards that I completely forgot to get it, and the Will Wish coins. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough for a pull today, but maybe if I do, I might be lucky. Okay, thank you. Also, the rose orbs they give you daily feels so little, man. I will be honest, this is my first time buying a monthly card, and the daily rewards just feels very little. Like, at least I appreciate that they give the normal Luno instead of the bound Luno. Appreciate that. But just the fact that it only gives you like 100 of the bound Luno, no less. Not bound Luno, bound rose orb, no less. It feels a bit hasty. Okay, time to get these as well. Also, excuse me already if I'm gonna be stuttering a lot. I think that's always something I will never get over with, really. And also, I wasn't really able to do a lot of the friendship this week, and hopefully I can do it sometime because I kind of want to have this emote eventually. Okay, they also finally added more stuff. Oh, this is only 40. I can get 100. I'm definitely gonna have to work around a lot of stuff. But the good thing is, I did save up the focus potions from last stream, and I believe also even the stream before, so if I have to work around on having to use a lot of focus, I surely should be ready. Ah! Illusion Breaking Stethoscope. I forgot about these things. Oh shit, I forget that I cannot press escape on this. You just have to go backwards. And this one, stat combined with the epic crit entry. Overload crit plus 30% for any permanent crit above 50%. Every 2% is converted to 1% crit damage bonus. This is actually nice. This is actually fucking nice. But I don't have anything else. But it still lets me use this one, however. Pretty sure it's something I have to embed. And since I've barely been doing any sort of any work around this kind of situation, I don't know how far I can go. And what is this one? Epic Mastery. Yeah, no, it's gonna have to be the crit. It's simple. When it comes to falconry, it's very, very simple. It's all about the crit. It's all about the crit. You really don't have to really push yourself up to think about it. It just crit, really. And I still don't have enough crit, as you can see. I really want to push it up a little bit higher, but I've been kind of unlucky to really see some really good gear for just crit only. So I think only half of my setup is actually this. Welcome, Warnet. Welcome, Cheeto. How you guys doing? Welcome to stream. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am stuttering, so if that is not something you guys are into, I'm very sorry today, but I guess I'm always stuttering anyway. So, the things I've only been able to update. Weapon is not one of them. But I believe the dungeon for weaponry has already been unlocked. I just wasn't really able to work on it because I've been working since I've been doing the catagrams from the one that got first release to basically the last one. So I was lucky to get a best in slot mask or helmet. But when it comes to the rare attributes, I think only this one was kind of appeasing to me. And I can change it if I want to. If people say like, oh, that's not like the best and stuff, yeah, sure, I will. This is another one. And was lucky to, be able to have the second stat be the highest one, and so happens to be crit as well. And armor, I'm not sure if I should change to something else, but alas. And luck loves to follow me. I feel like at this point I should just go back to Moonblade. This one, unlucky. Really unlucky because even though the stats and sums are not really bad, I need more crit. And I ended up, I believe, like gauntlets are one of the. Actually, wait a minute, I kind of forgot. You cannot really get crit. You cannot get crit out of these. So this is actually the best I can get so far. But eventually, once we get the raid gear, which I'm not sure if it's already been unlocked, because I believe it's probably around this week that we might get the raid bosses. Hopefully. So this is actually kind of nice, but the attack speed is wished for, sort of. Oh yeah, but this is like a bad one also. I need to... I think for this one, I've never been able to get like really good shoes or boots. So I guess I just ended up sticking around for this one. By the way, the ones that are like this only have like one advanced stat and then this yellow stat. These are just crafted. Another one that... I'm not sure if it was this one or the next one that had like 4% but on another rare attribute. So I ended up changing for attack and I ended up probably losing a lot of stuff. I think it was probably cast speed or attack speed. That was probably like 4%. I probably should have kept it. The thing is, I don't really need haste or more attack speed. That is not the thing around the falconry, really. So I ended up just going for, changing it anyway. Hopefully it wasn't like the most stupid choice, honestly. This one is just really good. I still don't know if it was this one or the other one that had like the 4% cast speed, I believe, or attack speed. This one is actually just nice. I wish probably it wasn't really haste, it was more like mastery, but I mean... And this one, by golly. I cannot get away from luck. For some awful damn reason, luck loves to show up as an advanced attribute. And I can never get rid of it. Eventually I can get lucky and maybe get something really nice. But a lot often than not, 80% of the times, 85% of the times to be more specific, it's luck. luck is always going to be there. This one was pretty neat. I think there was no better rarity, but I think it was just going to be armor again, so I ended up just going for max HP. And this one is just as... Actually, no, this one is bad because it has haste, high haste. But I believe charm and boots might go along. Maybe I'm wrong, but one of these... I think these two go together, so I'm not gonna have to do more of that dungeon that gives me better, like, possibly better in slots for these. So far that's all I have, really. Probably, like, only half of the gear setup is actually updated. But now let's see if I can get lucky with these. Oh, that is haste. Nope. That is haste, high haste. No. That is actually very good. Mastery with high crit. Oh, sweet. Love it. Okay. Wait, hold up. Isn't it technically the same? No. It's not. Because this one has more. The difference is almost not almost undifferentiated or anything like that. It's very little. But as you can see, this one has 1416, while this one has 1419. So this one is technically better. Plus they both are bracelet left, which is one that I don't have. So I shall take it. Also, why is only this one the Reforce Stones? Why there's no more Reforce Stones? I need that. Oh, this is actually just such a great way to start already. And I hope, once I'm done, like, updating the gear for this class specifically, I can finally start working on the other ones. And yes, I decided to just go back to this mount. Ow! Who did that? Who did that? Oh, Mitsuru, well, you're forgiven. You're immediately forgiven for that. Oh, okay, Mitsuru, how you doing? God, I miss you. Some of you just decide to show up in these kinds of, like, streams, or very, very rarely, and just show up like this. I miss you all. Well, I did get some Reforce Stones, so might as well. Is everything set up? Yeah. Leave it to be this one. I think I might as well just equip it right away. And cha-chow. Probably should sell the other one first. Maybe it'll have some, It only has 2. That's kind of sad. I am doing wonderfully, Mitsuru. I shouldn't really be all too confident because I'm not sure if I'm still out of the forest when it comes to me being slightly sick. Because my brother came home one day, like, very sick. He was coughing up a lot and stuff like that. And I think whatever he had, he ended up, like, passing on to all of us. And one that is, like, sickest right now, aside from my brother, is actually my dad. And I was also feeling a little bit weird-ish. Like, my nose was always plugged. I was always, like, sneezing. I was not even coughing like my brother was. I was just sneezing a lot. More than usual. And now that I'm talking, my nose is starting to get blocked again. But, and also my throat was getting a little bit inflamed. It was getting a little bit dry. But eventually, whatever I took yesterday really made me feel better. So, aside from, like, a very plugged nose, which happens more often than not whenever I wake up now. And, now I'm just like, maybe I might be a little bit eepy, but it's nothing that will stop me from being here. Do you know what fixes all that? Balloons? Knowing you, probably that. Ah, fuck! Oh. Oh, my back. Need to be careful. I'm almost in my 30s. Ow. I'm almost on my 30s. Be careful with my back. Ow. That really hurts. That really hurts. Ow. No, he did not freaking fix my nose. It broke my back. That's what it did. And I also ended up facing blood down. What are you expecting? I hit my butt first. How was that supposed to hit my nose? You didn't really think much of that, did you? Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, that wasn't you. Wait, what? Was someone new? Or like... was someone new, or probably someone that doesn't usually show up here, just like... ended up just giving out a redeem. Ooh. I hope my very, very shiny... Oh, sorry. Sorry. I hope my very, very shiny head is quite interesting for you to look at. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I wish I could have like some glitter on it, maybe. Like that effect that I have sometimes. to be able to showcase this beautiful bald spot. You should have thought that before I hit the redeem. Probably could have asked me, but honestly, I embrace the bald. I must be the one. I must be the bald woman of everyone's dreams. Check up on this shit. Check up on it. Look how clean. Look how soft it is. Not a single capillary. Wait, actually, capillaries are like a completely different thing. Not a single hair strand. Look at fucking that. Okay, I'm not gonna make this a bigger issue because some of you are feeling quite uncomfortable about this. I think I can see the feature. Ooh, let me go up closer. What do you see? May the bald spot in my head tell you the future. What do you see? Do you see a lot of candy in your life? Do you see a lot of sweetness in your life? Do you see a lot of coin in your life? I mean, according to the economy, it's going to be hard to have that happen now. But what do you see? Tell me what you see. Do you see a lot of balloons? Do you see a lot of traps? Do you see a lot of good stuff happen out there? I gotta have to take use of this time because soon my hair is gonna grow back. You are going to get a rare piece of gear soon. Ooh! The Mitsuru, the goddess that speaks in the... Oh, fuck! Ow, my back! Oh. And my character just ended up staying there. I figured this was the camera thing. So, from the perspective, you're gonna be able to see me just get eaten out of somewhere. So I must have a rare piece of gear today. Even though I already did. I already fucking did. It was already a best in slot as well, so... The bald spot has spoken. And I must go back here. Oh, that was fun. Whenever I have motivation to just do these random shitty situations, and I say shitty not in the bad context, I just say shit a lot. But whenever I just feel more motivated to just be goofy, it's better. It's awesome. Ah, you little piece of shit. You have to give me luck again. Modifications. Go for a crit, though. And you... Well, I am going for max HP again. Probably not for the better, but still. That increased a lot already. That was quite an increase. I think it was like 400 points of ability score. Ah, my nose. And I don't even have a fan going directly at me. What the fuck, man? It feels like my body's telling me no to yapping today. I mean, I still have my throat, but my nose is giving in, so... Ugh. I'll still be playing this game, but the update is a bit too big for my laptop. I completely understand. One of the big things that I had to do was actually get myself an NVMe. I believe that's the name of it. An NVMe stick. What those usually are, basically like... On a lot of the computers, you'll have that, and it's basically gonna be like your disk, like whatever you have in store and such. And I only had one of 500 when I first got this computer, and eventually I was like, well, if it is possible, I'm gonna try to replace one for 2 terabytes. It cost me about 200 euros, 300, 200. I'm not sure. I think it was 200, 120 something, and It was actually a pretty good investment because now I can have a lot of games installed and not having to always be uninstalling every once in a while. I do have to remember to do a cleaning every once in a while. There's my hair back. Ah, I have an external hard drive I can hook up on a format. I just need to get a proper desk to set it all up on. Do tell me, is it SSD drive or is it an HDD drive? Because if you have an HDD drive, good luck trying to play on those kinds of drives. Because I did try to play Sims on an external hard drive, like one of those HDDs. It was pain. It was absolute pain because a lot often than not, the game would crash. So eventually, I ended up going for an SDD or SSD to be able to actually play the game on my actual hard drive, and hopefully, it wouldn't crash. It stopped crashing after that. So those kinds of external drives, make sure that if you want a one that actually can play stuff like games, stuff like heavy games, make sure you use an SSD. Even though those ones are kind of expensive. What I was gonna do is file swap from the external to the main storage. I'm set up on a small bedside table, like my laptop's pretty much bigger than the bedside. Oh my goodness. This reminds me back when I first started streaming. Like, I didn't use my bedside table, but I used like a table that you could buy from like any of those like Amazon kind of places. I ended up getting from Temu because I pretty much buy a lot of stuff from Temu. And it was like one of those tables that you could just like adjust the height of it as well. And I ended up using that for a long while, but eventually it started to really do bad on my back. Like, if you were to always stream on your bed with a table like that, the problem is not the fact of the table itself, but rather the position you are at your bed. And I was always forced to always be at the same position, and I'm a wiggler. I move a lot. And that actually ended up like doing really awfully on my lower back and also upper back, really. So, well, we're just moving to the place. I haven't been able to get a desk yet. Well, I don't condemn you for that. You're shaped like the capital letters. Oh, that's cruel. Oh, that's cruel. I don't know what to say about that other than that's one fucking creative way to say it. I am so sorry. But, yeah, really, when I first started streaming on... Jesus, I don't have enough. I'm still trying to get this goddamn fucking dragon! But, really, when I first started streaming, I was streaming on my bed. It was like a whole year of that. I think it was probably... So I ended up making, like, some sort of, like, closet with a desk on it. And so far, this is what I have. And honestly, I could ask for more. I could ask for, like, more space from what I have, but honestly, my bedroom is small. It's not gonna be able to, it's not gonna be able to really withstand a lot of things. My bedroom could almost be a bathroom for a lot of people. The Hunt of the Dragon is starting to drag on, but it's, oh my god. That was a good one, I'll tell you. You know me, whenever it comes to, like, jokes like that, you're gonna be tickle my fancy. I hope that does not come out in the wrong way. Oh, shit. Ooh, okay. Blah. Not really. Really mess around with my brain there. Blah. And also my nose. God, what is wrong with my nose? But yeah, I don't have a lot of space here. Like, I cannot really even really stretch my arms if I want to. I can only make them, like, go 40, 90 degrees, really, when it comes to, like, the space that I have here. So I don't even have space for, like, a second monitor. And I know a lot of people, like, when it comes to, like, streamers and such, like, having a second monitor is almost normal. But for me, if I want to be able to see the chat and stuff, I have to use my phone. So if anyone is gonna call me through my phone, I'm not gonna be able to watch the chat anymore, so... I don't know if anyone is gonna be planning anything like that. Yeah, my nose. And I do believe the reason why I'm a little bit more hyped up is because since I went out with my best friend on Saturday, we went to a shop. Your room is so small that when you put the key in the lock, you break the window. Almost, actually. No, not really. But the thing is, my door, if you were to open the 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 width of my door, I'm not sure like how thick it is by like how, yeah, the width of it, not like the thickness of it. The width of it, probably if I were to say my room, probably would be like 2.5 doors. I'm not kidding. It's not big. If I were to open my door and like measure the width of it, I could put up like maybe just another 1.5 doors to be able to measure up how small my room is. And speaking of my phone, I forgot to mute it. So if anyone heard a beep mean, forget about it. Now, it is really, really small. But, I mean, there isn't really much we can do and expand more because even though my room might be the smallest, actually, I'm not even sure. Is it smaller than my own bathroom, maybe? Ah, it's tough. But, I mean, as long as it's livable, I guess I don't have much to really complain. Maybe one day when I have my own house, maybe I'll have like my own office chair. Even though, I will be honest, nowadays, even trying to get yourself a home is, it's not easy. Not even in this country where I'm at. If it's like really terrible in America or any other country, mine is not any better. But it's funny. I say this, but even so, when I went out on Saturday, I found out so many American tourists. It's not a joke. I went out to the city, and every time I was going around a corner or anything like that, or just going down the streets or anything like that, I could hear was like actual American people. Like, I'm not saying like British people. Like, I could have found like maybe one or two British people, but Americans? From all the tourists that I passed around the whole day, it was probably 70% of the tourists were American. And I wish I was joking, but it seems like Portugal is getting a lot of attention from American tourists. Now, I'm not sure if because it is just a really good tourist attraction or a good, just a good tourist country overall, or it's because the situation in America is so bad that they're just trying to run away from the closest country possible. Honestly, I wouldn't really be upset if that was the case, because for the people that are mostly on the eastern side of America, Portugal will be awfully close. It would just need to go by boat or by plane for like a few hours. They want they want our food? I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The food is good. The food is good. Even when I went out, we ended up having lunch on like a very almost hidden place, because even though it was on a corner, it was like on a corner of a street. If you you could easily pass past that point and just not even notice that there was a restaurant in there. And we ended up eating like a princesinha. I mentioned this many, many, many times. Princesinha, even though it's tradition like translated name means little French lady. It's a very, very popular like meal or plate, really. Both for the Portuguese people and even for tourists. And it's kind of sad that some tourists probably will never know the joys of a francesinha. But if they do, especially Americans, because I know that that's a meal for Americans, they will love it. And I'm a picky person, and if I like francesinha, which usually does have like a lot of stuff in it, I bet a lot of people are gonna like it too. Okay, enough yapping about my country's culinary before I get hungry again. Nose again. Blah, blah. I find it really funny that they actually added something like this, that you really need to get the boar-led mount to be able to go around that just AFK farm. I sadly missed the one from the dancing. I want the dancing one back. Alright. I'm probably not gonna do the elites nor the... Oh, each underground band is up. I think I've just got more, right? Huh. Wait. Where did I... Oh, this. Oh, but this is the No, this is the pack. This actually gives me also the 220, so I did get more. Sweet. I missed this so much, it isn't funny. Hey, you're welcome. Welcome back, Michiru. You do need to join more often than not. Even though I'm probably not going to be streaming for like until Friday now. You need to take advantage of this while it happens, because if I do get sick, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna be a bit sad. Okay, I think I already checked the story. The store, I mean. I'm all over the place now. Good heavens. Homestead. Oh yeah, I'd add a gallery this time, but I don't think I ended up picking up the right choice because I completely forgot that there's new stones out there, and I don't remember which ones were which. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Oh, I did not realize I could use my mount on my own homestead. That ain't that amazing. That's not really gonna help me much. Let's see. Not this, actually. Yeah, it was this. But I'm just doing it mostly for this. Maybe I can then save it up for the next season if I want to like craft things up very, very quickly. But yeah. We're just gonna be getting these Illusion Gold lures. Because it doesn't seem like it's showing me any of the Season 3 stuff. But, I mean, it shows only Season 1 and Season 2, but hopefully I'll get some good shit that I can eventually work around later. I just don't want to be a bother. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't really play many of the games you play lately, and you don't have to. Do I say in any of my rules that for you to watch my streams you need to have played the games or play the games that I'm playing? Girl, either you get really excited about whatever I'm playing, or you just enjoy what I'm playing, or just freaking talk about whatever. Honestly, yes, I'm a big yapper. Ooh, such a massive yapper. But, I don't really force people to, like, whenever they look at what I'm streaming, to know what the fuck I'm even streaming. Because a lot of the times, some of the games that I play, I don't have, like, zero idea what I'm even doing. So, I'm no pro. Especially this one game. Especially Brew Protocol. I say things with a bit too much confidence sometimes, and I ended up getting absolutely wrong. I will even say that, even though I've been playing this game like almost since the day of its launch, I remember saying that this one wasn't really like tic-tac-toe, but it turns out that it is. So I was wrong, and I ended up even informing people about it in such a wrong way. So I still make mistakes. And I honestly don't really mind if people know about the game or not, as long as they just like yap alongside me or just like talk about life. Honestly, I don't give a damn. Okay, Towering Ruin is one that I have to do, and is one that I haven't been able to do because I've been going through the date, like depending on the time that it was released. Towering Ruin is one that I have to do. Tina's Mind Realm, I think it's fine. Because it is Armory in Ring. So, the Ring, however. But it's fine. I miss my characters on here, though. I wish I could go back to playing it again. I had fun with the Stormblade class. Stormblade class was the first one that I used. And I thought it was, like, absolutely amazing. Until I eventually realized that I wasn't really working well around it. Because I believe on Season 1, the whole shtick was be able to farm a lot of the enemies. Too, and it was just like AFK farm sometimes, and it was like the ones that have like the little like purple ball on top of them. I kind of forget what that used to mean, and even though that still happens on the other seasons, I mean, you could have a class that is for AFK farming if you don't like your character having to go around and possibly get lost. That was my worry. But a lot of people actually still use Stormblade to this day. I believe on Season 2, the Moonblade spec was actually incredibly strong. Even though I believe in this season, Falconry, which is the spec I use for my current class, is like second best. And I believe Wind Knight, a spec of the Wind Knight is currently like the strongest so far. Or like the most useful, or probably just the best. My main character Stormblade Archer main class. Huh. So wait, you have both classes? You're gonna get me all confused. Okay, I need to do something. I'm going around and just like talking a lot. And I haven't really participated in much of these things. I don't have this. I have not done these guild request boards. And I eventually realized what they were all about, really. I needed to activate some of the things to be able to take down this fucker. Nessus Trial. Oh, I gotta have to talk to them in the Starland, aren't I? I have multiple classes unlocked. It's just Stormblade and Archer I still have the best gear for. Yeah, I do happen to have both as well. These are the classes that I have unlocked. So it's for Marksman, Stormblade, Verdant Oracle, which is like the healer, Shield Knight, Tank, and Beat Performer is just another support. I believe the Beat Performer is the guitar. And currently in this season, I want to be able to max out what I can about Marksman to then start working on Shield Knight and then Verdant Oracle, because I kind of want to be like what a lot of people call me, Jack of all trades, Master of none. So I want to be able to do just the bare minimum, at least for these two, and still have this as like my main. Even though when it comes to other MMO games, I was never really big on DPS. So I guess for this one, I still have a chance to shine. Alright. I also been trying to find ways for my computer to run better. Especially because this game tends to be quite heavy the more people are around me. But I wasn't really able to, because for some reason, Expo is not something you can actually mess around on a computer like mine. And no matter how many things I try, how many tips and tricks I use to be able to enhance the performance of my computer, it's terrible, because no matter how many times I clean my fans, no matter how times I clean my computer in general, no matter how many times I make sure that there's like not a lot of things running in the background, it still feels a little bit limited. Okay, so one thing I'm thinking about working on, since I have a lot of focus, either I work on adding on some, maybe not gear modification, but rather some of these things. And I still have these, by the way. I still have these, and I still have the Predator Arachnocrab sigil, which I believe is a mental attack increase, I believe. And I still have Basilisk, holy shit. And the Rebel King. I believe Rebel King is kind of nice, actually. Crit and versatility. Every one of those have versatility. If you want to go be like me, you need the Rebel King the most. It's actually kind of easy, because Rebel King is right after the Spido in Season 3. So the DPSs are going to be DPSing quite a lot as soon as this one was unlocked. Oh jeez, yeah, I had to avoid town during certain times. I would go stop motion animation going through town. Ooh. You do animation. Stop motion animation through town. That is actually pretty awesome. And I'm saying that as a person that was relatively positively interested in arts, and has heard of stop motion animations. Stop motion. Oh, like 1 frame a second. That's still kind of like stop motion animations. The actual stop motion animations kind of behave like that, like 1 frame a second kind of thing. But you would have to be moving like the little toys to be able to do certain animations. That's what mostly stop motion animation is about. But even if you just do something like that, like just record and make things look like it's going only 1 frame a second, I guess I would still consider stop motion animation. Probably more like stop motion recording, maybe. That was how fast my PC ran, was 1 frame a second at a time. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. No, I would never be able to tolerate such a thing. I would never be able to tolerate such a thing. Alright. Focus. Okay. I completely forgot what I need to do. Ended up looking at the refinement. I didn't even realize which one I probably could work on. I think it was probably like charm something, right? Refine. I thought I was looking more at the embedments, really. But I don't think I'm gonna use them just yet, because I could get better pieces. And honestly, I don't have some of these are not exactly good, so... And this season, since they did not increase the cap level, if I really want to, I can just basically max out these. And the thing is, I don't have a lot of the Beery mech shards. But I just now remember, I need to go to the guild. I will try to mark whatever I need to do after this and work on focus. But maybe I'm not gonna use all the focus, because I also need to do some side quests. I'm still considering if I should do side quests or bond tails. But maybe if I'm done quickly with the side quests, I might do the bond tails. I just know I hang out in the sewers a lot. What? What do you mean? What do you... Did the stink stay in you? I don't know if that's a good question. I'm just like very confused. It's like, why were you doing that in the first place? That gotta be confusing. They're fast teasing mobs that pick up down there. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking about this. I just thought you, as a person, were actually in the sewers. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the underground facility, I believe. I cannot really check it up on here, but I believe it's on the underground facility, underground center, where it has like a lot of spiders. Yeah. I remember that was often a very popular spot in Season 1. No, I hang out in the party shop in real life. Well, that's certainly better than going around in the sewers, for sure. Hey, I'm gonna need more. Do I have anything else to sell? Sadly, no, I do not. So I guess I'm gonna have to get myself some more mustard. Mustard is like one of those things that I just always get. Hey, but I'm just gonna lock it in. I'm not gonna go there yet. Oh, my nose. Yeah. Get this. Get this. I'm starting to like lose a lot of guild tokens for some reason. And I believe I don't even need to get these then, because I figured out you can just purchase them. Well, no. I feel like I'm just not gonna get these, at least during this week. Probably for the better. Okay, I'm glad them... For some reason, they have fixed whatever was going on with my game. That whenever I was looking at the guild center from a different perspective, or like a specific perspective, it would just almost crash out my OBS. Yeah. Alright then, time to get the mustard. You! It's kind of weird that I'm saying I'm gonna get the mustard even though I don't like mustard. Wait, what? What do you mean? No, I didn't mean to go there. I said get the mustard, not go for a fucking date or something. I want to get mustard. Mustard. Oh, shush. Yes, you can. For some reason, the game never really pathed the way to get there for some reason. Even though it's not really that bad, you just need to go left. It's kind of a short way trip. Yeah, my nose. I am going to be complaining a lot about my nose today. Do not be surprised. If it takes away my ability to breathe, I shall complain about it. Yep. If only I had my mount to be blue, this would have been like the most beautiful way to go around stuff. But sadly... stop it! God damn it! Ah! Ugh. I mean, the squishmallows only hit my head. I don't think none hit my nose. Sadly, I don't think that was the most efficient way. And don't you dare use the yeet again. That broke my back. That did not break my nose. Don't you dare. I honestly have no other trump card really, so I'm at your mercy. You're at my knee. No, I'm out of a channel points. Well, crap. Now you know what to do. Yeah. Guess I'm going to go to 1,600 here. Just so I can have a bit that will last me just another day. And I say not even another week because these ones go way fast. Alright. Not life skills. Go back to Guild Hunt. Yeah. But I've been trying to change this specific expression and have it so that whenever I hit it, when I hit the button, it would just like be different every time. Like instead of having like one the one on the left, the eye on the left be upwards and the one on the right be downwards, just maybe swap it out, be different. Or maybe even go mostly to the right instead and not be all inward. But whenever I was trying to do that, it would just make my eyes go all weird every time. So I was not able to bring back the usual way to be able to move my eyes, because whenever I was trying to look left or right or anything like that, it would just not move. And even if I do this, it does not move, even if I was trying to move. Okay, maybe I've done a little bit too much, but that's fine. Oh my god. It's not requesting mustard tomorrow. It's gonna be requesting bitter oranges. Also, who the fuck likes bitter oranges? I didn't mean to do that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Where's the selling salad? Let us begin. For fuck's sake. Another one. Yeah. That I don't know how you guys come up with like such amazing creative ways of like making jokes like that. I can never. And whenever I do, it's probably like a miracle whenever it happens. God damn. I guess that cabbage commands. Ah, no, Let Us Begin is better. Let Us Begin is so much better. I probably would have been really upset at you if you said cabbage commands. Because it does not sound well. Wait, slumber parties? Like, slumber parties. Ooh, we got a quest. Huh. Well, that is indeed interesting. But before I go and check it up, let me see my season hub. It's not fully done. But it is giving me more points whenever I do focus, so I shall get back to you soon. Let me check this up again. Yeah. Alright, done unstable. I'm not gonna be doing elites or bosses, region bosses, really. This guy's look away. If only it was just like that kind of slumber party. But they, what they're talking about is this thing. Now, from what people are talking about, it has been unlocked. It seems so, yeah. Oh, the easy version is up. And I possibly cannot buy anything just yet. Sadly. There's level 240 random gear already? Oh! Oh, they have changed. Oh, bots. How cute of you. Oh, cute of you. That's incredibly cute of you to even try that. I gotta have to remember that. I'm actually just gonna note it down already. Ban the bots. Gotta ban the bots. One has to ban the bots. It really decided to go down that route, huh? There we go. And another word for them that if they say, they will go down. Oh, look how cute this is. That's so cute. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to take in people with me for that. Hopefully, the thing is, this week I'm kind of overwhelmed. You put a dot. You put a dot. You cannot put a dot. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Also, I completely... I mean... I didn't know if I will skip it, it was gonna not let me do it. Again. Yeah, the Joppy things should still work. You just have to say, hey Joppy, but without the dot in the end. Without the final dot. Wait a minute. Let me see. Huh. Oh, you're saying it wrong. Joffy is like 2 F's, not P and H. I forgot about that. No, it's the way. I need to also add the PH, really. The PH version. I forget that a lot of people prefer to say Joffy with a PH instead of double F. I forgot about that. And now that I'm looking at a lot of the ways that I added this, the chat triggers, it's all of them just like Joffy with double F instead of PH. So try that instead. And also without the dot. Alright. I still have a few things to do. So let me go back to life skills. There we go, it worked. Let's see. It's not jam crafting, it's melting. With this... Wait, did the recipe unlock? I kind of want to see if they finally unlocked the recipe. Be able to unlock them things. Let me see, mineralogy. No, they have not. Maybe it's like... Oh, shit. Find 4 stones. The hammer find 4 stone master. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to wait until Wednesday? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, if that's the case, I might as well just farm for these ones, in particular, and then get the rest eventually. Just get a bunch of these. Of course, I forgot that this one you cannot really get in there for some reason. Oh, that is one cute dress. Yoink! I got it. Once it's just around the river bend and over the hill. That is an expression I just don't understand as a non-American. I assume that what you mean is just like it's just around the corner, basically. Like a lot of you say it. But yours is actually more elegant, honestly. Oh god. The effects are running off. Not the eepiness. The eepiness is coming back slowly but surely. But the whole lot of my energy that I had starting up, it's fading away very slowly. And we're only just an hour into this game, into the stream. God damn. It's also because I'm sweating a bunch. I do have a fan that is not moving around, so it's just like on one place, just like spreading whatever it's trying to spread to just like one corner of my room that is like far from me. But for some reason it's taking a toll on my nose. God. I have a coffee with me. I don't drink coffee. And don't forget to hydrate. I don't think I've hydrated yet. I mean, I did hydrate throughout the day, but starting off the stream, I don't think I have taken a sip yet. Funny enough, my throat is not asking for it. But knowing how things are gonna be very sooner or later, it's gonna be demanding. And it's gonna be demanding quite a lot. It feels like my own throat has ADHD. I just regret saying that because I always try to be careful when I make jokes about, when I try to make jokes that involve, like, possible medical conditions. Because I don't want to come off as, like, mean, you know? But I mean, even my parents are starting to think I might be autistic, so... Am I allowed? I don't think I'm allowed yet. I'm in this kind of loop that... I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, I have ADHD and I don't mind. Well, funny enough, I do have a friend that tells me... I mean, that person has... I believe has... Like, I don't want to say license, because for you guys, license is something else, but basically did study psychology and told me that autism usually doesn't show up just alone. You don't simply just get autism. You get autism and maybe something else, like ADHD, OCD, something like that. And if I were to actually have autism, the most likely situation is that I would possibly also have ADHD, because I forget a lot of things. I misplace a lot of things. And yes, that is not only the reason why I think that I have ADHD, but it is kind of a very common occurrence that really pisses me off. Like, a lot often than not, I just don't remember where I place my phone most of the times. And it ends up being, like, easy to spot places, but often than not, I just don't see them. There's, like, that one thing that if I don't see it, I don't know where it is. And, most often than not, I just have to remember that maybe I placed my phone on my bed. And the reason why is because often than not, I do that. But for some reason, since it's not like straight up in front of me, I just don't see it. And it's gonna be like probably like in between sheets or even on top of the sheets. And I probably wouldn't be able to see it. Also, one thing that made me think about having ADHD as well is how fast I talk. Like, some people are like, wait, calm down and stuff like that whenever I talk. And I do still stutter. Like, stuttering will always be a thing with me. But the way that I talk, I noticed that I talk really fast. Some people might say it's because of where I'm from, that Portuguese people tend to talk really fast. But I also noticed that I talk faster than usual. I talk so fast sometimes that my brain just cannot keep up. And that's why I sometimes end up saying things that I just don't mean it. Especially that one yesterday that I mentioned about the cat and stuff. People are gonna go after me for that one because of how fast I talk. But yeah, I suddenly don't feel too comfortable talking about it. Because I feel like I'm gonna be assuming things that are not right. So I'm just gonna be waiting for a medical confirmation first. Yeah. Just this line of auras again. And my nose does not stop getting all plugged up. God, I can barely breathe. I hope by tomorrow I don't get too sick, because tomorrow, alongside a friend, we're gonna be working on a project, and tomorrow is gonna be all about working up a logo for a project that we're doing. Because basically we were set to either do an individual work or in pairs. And it so happens because me and my friend are kind of linked to this whole streaming world. We ended up being together to work up a project. And yes, it is kind of involving streaming per se. And we ended up making a briefing and a brainstorm yesterday. Actually, not yesterday, today. Technically, still today for me. And tomorrow we'll be working on the logo. I'm excited to work on the logo because whenever it comes to doing logos or anything drawing related, I got you. I'm not gonna be saying like I got you as like I'm fucking professional or anything like that. It's just, for some reason, I just really like making logos. And it has to be ones that look animated, not like those simple ass ones, really. Well, I'm picky. Very, very picky. Okay, at least this is done, so I don't have to worry about that no more. I'm actually curious, how many potions do I have? That is more than I thought. That is more than I thought. I thought I had like 20 or something. I have 38! Graphic design is my passion, Mercy, probably. Well, kind of, yes, you're right. Because my formative course is about graphic design. It is literally says graphic design. And even though we didn't really work fully on the artistic part, it was mostly just like theoretic, really. There are some parts where we actually do our own stuff using Photoshop or Illustrator. I myself haven't really gotten too much around like the drawing aspect of Photoshop, so I kind of have to cheat and use Clip Studio Paint instead. So if I want to do sketch out something, it is going to be Clip Studio Paint. But if I want to actually add up lines and stuff like that to be very, very sharp, it's going to be Illustrator. I just can never really get around much when it comes to Photoshop. I think for Photoshop, for me, it is about editing images, really. And even I can go around that with Clip Studio, really. Let's do the quest now. I have a, like, 1, 2... This is a bomb tail, I believe. 3. Do I only have these 3? I'm pretty sure I should have more, right? Region quests. Yeah, I do have more. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to, Starland. I have not gone to Starland just yet, and I have these things to do as well. Teleport Starland Club. There we go. Some people ask me if I have a degree in theoretical physics. I told them I have a theoretical degree. Oh, that's confusing. Oh, I don't get it. Why am I laughing if I don't get it? This is like literally me. Sometimes I laugh without even understanding some of the things. And I don't know if I do a laugh of like an awkward laugh, or is like a legit, like I'm having fun. But I don't know why am I having fun. I don't know. Okay, since this season, you can literally ask anything you want. I'm gonna go for dessert. And they don't really give you any sort of buffs this time. Red velvet lava cake. I don't like red velvet. Lemon tart? No. Clear sky cloud cake. I probably could have gone for that. And strawberry cream pudding. Like, is there nothing that is chocolatey here? Like, no chocolate whatsoever? I need my chocolate. I cannot proceed through life without my chocolate. Capiche? Where's the chocolate? Where's the chocolate? And I cannot go back. So I cannot really go for like a milkshake instead. So I guess it's gonna be the clear sky cloud cake. Yeah. Basically, the joke is the person has a degree, and they insert they possibly or theoretically have a degree. Well, if you have a degree, then you don't say possibly. Oh, God. It's one of those times that I just get too literal over a joke. Is that play on words? Well, it so happens that certain types of play on words are gonna, like, fly by me. Not because I do this intentionally, but because I'm incredibly stupid. So fluffy, so soft. Who knew our adventure has such a sweet tooth? It never seems to surprise me. Well, that is true. It was from a Fallout New Vegas. I can send you the clip later. It was from a game? It wasn't like from someone that said that to you or like something that was going around in real life. It was actually from a game. A game that I never played, but from a game? Perhaps a bite of this cloud cake will make you feel light as a feather. Enjoy your treat. Yeah. I just wish it could actually give me an actual buff. But I'm gonna get these ones. And also open these. I just have a bunch of 120, 160 stuff to open. Just a bunch of stuff I'll just never open. Oh god. I probably should also be using these, the G10 factors. The thing is, I believe these things are actually just from Season 2. They're not gonna be working on Season 3, really. Ah, my nose. Alright, I think I'm gonna be blowing my nose here a bit. It's starting to get really tough to breathe. And here I thought I was gonna have a lovely stream without me complaining about my nose all the time, but it's not even been 2 hours and I'm already suffering. Ugh. Nothing comes off. For some reason, I'm not, like, it's not a lot of snot. It's like that type of snot that almost feels dry and just, like, sticks to the back of your nose. And even if I try to blow it off, it doesn't come out that much. So I'm just here suffering. Oh, I just never realized the sample here. Huh. Oh yeah. Me as a goddess, I have to stick around for a freaking human body, and human bodies apparently are so freaking fragile that I'm gonna have to go through this for days on end. At least I'm honest, I don't mind having to say the word snot. There were like some gods out there that were even so disgusted to say such a word. And apparently that also happens to humans, apparently, as if it is not a natural thing. Ugh. The more I try to clean, the more clogged up I feel. Ugh. That is not the problem. Oh, fucking hell, I miss you, Mithura. I miss you. Oh, do you know who I also miss? Sans. I miss Sans. Sometimes his little bad pal, like buddy pal, I mean, shows up. But I haven't really seen anything of Sans lately. And I'm concerned that he might be in a permanent coma or something. He did say that last time he was, he actually got himself into a coma because of an accident they had. But, I'm not sure if he ended up entering in a coma again, hasn't woken up, really. There is a lot of balloons. You look at the sky, there's so many balloons. And this is not kind of like a courtyard, this is Starland, which is supposed to be like a whole different region. With a lot of entertainment for you to use. Wait. Huh? Oh wait, this is just probably just like a... just like an icon to tell me that this place is where people will dance. But for some fucked up reason that I hate it very, very much, not only it's a time event, but it's a very fucking short time event. It's only an hour. Well, like some of these are like 2 hours. I was meaning the courtyard near the crafting guild. I think I know what you mean. But I just completely forgot. Unless you mean the other crafting guild. Oh yeah, these ones. This is not even the most amount of balloons out there. They are out there. We're talking about these ones. I gotta show you a better place. And luckily I can just like fly off. Actually, that is not the place. That is the place. Scatterbrain goddess. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm all over the fucking place. See, this is the amount of balloons you can actually get from just one spot only. Now that is your freaking dream. And I remember that, I've said this like maybe two or three times already. You are sick, I'll allow it. Yeah, thank you. I'm not like full sick, but surely my nose is trying to say otherwise. But I remember that when my guild and I ended up making like a hide and seek place. Yeah, it was hide and seek. And there's like 5 people hiding around these balloons. And I was the one that like ended up being unintentionally clever and hide behind that one balloon. Actually, it was that one balloon over there that I'm facing right now. Because it had a tail. I ended up hiding behind the tail. And I was still within the region that he could hide. And took the leader so long to find me. Even if I was trying to give him so many tips, he would never be able to find me. That one over there. I hid behind that giant balloon, and it took him so long to find me. I had to be so, like, direct with my tips, because he would never find me otherwise. And I still have to consider my next hiding spot. Whenever we do the hide and seek again. Balloons do certainly help. It helped for me and helped like 5 other people. Actually, probably more, because not only did I see a lot of people hiding in the trees, like where the with the leaves be, like around here. This would take ages to be able to get to lock yourself in it. But it was like either around the trees or where the balloons were at. And other people are actually incredibly like so creative. They would actually find spots that would kind of blend in. I believe that one of them actually was near a hot dog stand, which I believe was not this one, because it's an ice cream stand. I wonder if I could... I wish I could let you... No, you cannot get in it. You sadly cannot get in it. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember these. Apparently one of the people actually was able to get inside of this area. I think it was through here. No, it wasn't. But I knew that he hid, like, inside the pillar that is, like, making this all rotate. Whee! It's so cute. Alright. No more distractions. Getting back here. I'm not sure if the daily quest here would have helped me a lot when it comes to doing that one feature, like one collab thing. Yeah, lala. Welcome. Are you here to catch your memory? Okay, this is just like taking photos with them. So I gotta have first deal with Lucy. It's gonna be snapshot. A lot of people were waiting for this to happen. I myself never really saw Fairy Tail, and a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for that. But I really... God damn it, Mercy. God damn it. That's not how you take a picture. You cannot close your eyes. Even though it's kind of funny, it's kind of hilarious, because a lot often than not, I tend to be the one that ends up, like... How do I say it? Ends up, like, suffering, because... A lot of the times that people take photos of me, my eyes are closed. Not really gonna bother trying to strike a pose or anything like that. I think this is just a weekly, right? Yeah, this probably is just a weekly. The daily is the one that I have to talk to Lucy. Hey, just like majors, adventurers run in quite a lot of danger while handling commissions, right? In that case, it's really important to be well prepared before heading to battle. Let me offer you some support within my abilities. It'll definitely be helpful for your future adventures. Ooh. It did give me quite a bit, but you didn't give me exactly what I was hopeful you would give me, which would be some cards, which for some reason there they are. Wait, I don't have only Natsu. I'm pretty sure I have more. Oh, why is it auto replenish? Who the fuck activated an auto replenish? That was not me. I did not activate auto replenish. Now I'm gonna have to take a lot of things out of the way. Great. Okay, I need the other card as well. Should be about here. And that should be good. So, I don't know why auto replenish was on. I never activate that. Okay, now let me check up again. Is there anything else? No, there's nothing else, so I can finally work on the region quests. Rulers can die. They can lie too. Jesus Christ, I'm about to be a murderer here. Oh, I need to unlock this first. I haven't really unlocked a lot of the areas yet. Sunset Wilds is not fully activated. I'm probably gonna try to unlock many of the areas first. Like their teleports and such. I think we're just missing one more map, I believe, right? I say as if I, like the thumbnail saying like everything was activated or like was released. Even though I'm pretty sure not everything. Because not even a lot of the life skills are available just yet. Maybe the last map is still yet to be open. And also when it comes to possibly the raids, which I have to see where those Season 3 raids are going to be up to. Why are you taking the long way route? Good lord. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm just feeling really lazy to go around right now. Yoink. There we go, and then... oh, I have like... oh my god, I have like 3 more to go. Oh god, how am I supposed to say your name? But... I don't know if I should call you by actually your number. Please tell me that that I don't have to say the entirety of your name as like words. I will not be able to say 2101 2203 every time. I'm sorry. But welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a lovely day. Please help me here. Ugh. Your classmate? Wait, why do you have a name like that? What? Explain. Explain to me. Explain to me. Why do you have a name like that? Why do you decide to have a name like that? By the way, I tried to find your channel. It's not. It's gone. I just cannot really find it anymore. Do you delete it by any chance? God. I know who it is. I'm just not gonna reveal their names. You just made an account? What happened with the other one? What happened? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but, it's very curious. Also, I hope you can change that name eventually. Like, that's kind of an awkward name to go. Also, aren't you supposed to be sleeping? I say that as if I'm not sleeping either. And we're gonna be waking up around the same time. I actually end up waking earlier than you, right? Oh wait, doesn't it have 3s? That is in 2s? Binary works only on 0s and 1s. That is no longer binary. That is no longer binary if it has like 2s and 3s. It can only have 0s and 1s. Eh? There we go. You got a lot of explaining to do there. Yeah. Also forgive me, my nose is running like hell. It is an advanced binary? Yeah, sure, definitely. I'm sorry. Now that you actually mentioned up your name, now that you actually put up your name there, I thought you were the other classmate. Ow. Hey! I legit have 2 friends as classmates here. I legit thought it was the other one that I'm working on a project with. I just now realized it was the one that is not working with us, and I'm very sad that she's not working with us, but she's doing her own job, and I'm pretty sure she's doing very well. Were you not with us? I made you laugh a lot. And don't you say that I didn't. Because I'm watching you. I'm watching you very, very attentively. Hmm? I'm watching you. God. I'm sweating buckets today. Oh, I did not activate it. There we go. That is activated now. Second corridors. I need to go up to you. Oh my god, help me. Bahama Islands. Where's fucking second corridors? No, that's Stray Star away. There's not a Stray Star away. No, that's where I usually hop onto. Is it a Sunset Wilds? No. Oh, I've got that one. Fucking amazing. What do you mean you can't? Yes, you can. Get over it. God damn. Oh, I just now saw your, Wait, okay. I just saw your message on Discord, Marisa. Now you're gonna have to try get on teams. There's like 4 people that cannot enter. Oh my goodness. Oh, fuck. I hope I can enter the teams tomorrow then. I can only pray because I don't know how it would feel to how I feel or how would I even react to be able to get up there. Also, for some reason, that one does not work. I'm watching it too. Well, you're probably, like, from my classmates, you're probably the only one watching. By the way, you should be sleeping. I still remember the day that you said that you barely slept. I hope you compensated. Because I'm gonna be a bit mad if you didn't. Oh god, I'm all over the place now. I have places to be and little knowledge about where I'm actually... what paths I'm gonna use. I do have a nose. Of course I do have a nose. What do you mean? I mean, I can look very anime-ish, but look at my nose. Let me, hold up. Let me just turn around for a second. I have a very bad sniffer right now. Oh, I just got phlegm out of my freaking mouth. Oh, I'm actually getting sick. Oh, this is not good. I need to pee in top condition for tomorrow. I had to be good. God damn it. Hopefully my sniffer was sniffing good. I wish, honestly. Why do I have to be dealt a bad card today? My sniffer does not want to sniff. And there we go. I feel like something is gonna spawn in here eventually. But I still don't know how to get the second corridors because this is the Gloomy Depths. This is Bahama. But the thing is, even if I go to Bahama Islands, there's no sunken corridor here. Actually... oh my god. Oh, I hate this. It was there the whole fucking time. It sucks. I really hope you didn't say what your accent made it sound like. I almost sounded like you have to be in top shape. No, it was probably my accent. And is my accent that hard to understand? I tried for years to make up an American accent, and people still say I have an accent. Fucking hell. But I know you said to have to be in top shape tomorrow. Thank you. I'm glad you're not trying to incriminate me right now. But yes, I did say to be in top shape. I know that the way that I say my B's and P's are kind of like very similar. I'm sorry about that, but please do not incriminate me. Ah, goddamn. Okay. Where would it be? Through here. Hey. I don't think I've had anyone tell me that they hate my accent. I'm not sure if they just say they like my accent out of courtesy. Maybe some people do. But I know damn well, Mitsuru, that you're not the case. You've always been really nice to me, and periodically, every once in a while, just love to tease me. And I accept it because one day I will tease you guys so hard that you guys are gonna be questioning if I'm actually mad at you. It's just gonna be revenge. Alright. Okay, before I actually proceed with anything in here... Huh, this feels like an actual new place. Actual new place. Revenge for the Revenge God. It's just a reference to blood for the Blood God. Where the fuck is the teleporter? Come on, there we go. Wait, what? Don't tell me you're up there. Oh my god, you're up here, aren't you? Oh my god, you're up here. And clean it up. Oh, really? I skipped like 2! Wait, you guys weren't there before. I don't think you guys were there before. Don't you fuck with me. Because I remember you guys weren't there before. I see now where people are actually farming stuff. I should have been doing the same, honestly. Okay, I need to get myself a teleporter, then I'll look at chat very, very soon. There we go. Yeah. Well, just remember, we do steadily collect channel points. The bunks will come if you tease. I mean, you already bunked me 2 or 3 times today, so... you might have to take a break. And either use something else that's more cheap, even though I think bunks are actually one of the cheapest, or cheapest channel redeems already. And, oh fucking hell, I hate this. Here we go. And, just save it, really. Or whenever, maybe the day of my revenge shall come very fast. I'll just save for Squishmallows. I mean, Squishmallows do hurt worse, really, because more often than not, I ended up using a hammer that's, like, very squishy. Like St. John's kind of squishy hammers. Like, for those people that, for the non-Portuguese people, they don't understand what I'm talking about. But, I think I've said this plenty of times. We have... like, actually, it's even in this, this month that we're gonna have a lot of saint days. And one of them is called St. John, which ends up being the most celebrated upon all the other 3. And, it's basically like carnival blow-up hammers. But we use those kinds of hammers also for St. John's, alongside some, like, we end up also raising hot air balloons. As well, I believe, as well, having, like, a very rotund, a very circular plant. Like, very spherical plant. I don't know what the name of that plant would be. What do you want doing? Alright. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, shit. I don't know why my brain just immediately went, talk about it. Click on it. And I didn't even realize. Now I'm just, like, all over the place today. Okay, I need my water first. There we go. Ah, you must be the adventurer the team leader mentioned. That's great. I thought... Never mind, this is just perfect. What are you so nervous about? Why are you nervous? The team leader doesn't really trust me to go out onto the field alone. He says there are too many monsters around. I mean, I'm perfectly capable. Anyway, whatever. I should stop complaining. Are you just jealous of me? I was just wondering, am I going to be stuck sitting here until everyone heads back to Astrolates? Then what about my theories? I'm not saying that I know more than my seniors or anything. It's just that I want to use this field work opportunity to verify a few of my theories. Anyway, I absolutely can't miss out on such a great field work opportunity. This is my big chance to win the Rookie Artisan Award. Yeah, very awesome. You've already seen the survey plan the team leader gave you, right? No, I accidentally skipped the chat. I accidentally skipped the dialogues. It really is just routine measurements. Oh, gosh. These two spots should be pretty easy to find. Come on, let's go. Wait, you're just gonna stay there. I know that. Why are you giving me something for me to go back to? Yoink. Actually, no, this is just like another spot. Alright. Luckily, my computer is not going all annoyed at me. Because even with people around, it seems like my computer is actually holding up very well. Begin first measurement. There you are. From where I landed, you looks like you're trying to look at me and trying to propose to me. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm very sorry. But I must say no. I must say no. Phew, that's much better. Let's get started. Here, see this measuring tape? Pull it all the way to the other end of the wall. Jesus! What are we measuring the wall for? Do you see that triangular vortex marking on the wall? Stand there and pull the measuring tape tight and then record the reading. That counts as one measurement. Next, slacken the measuring tape, pull it tight again, and record the new reading. That's the second measurement. We just have to repeat that 5 times. What is the point of doing this? Adventurer. Every artisan who comes here has said the exact same thing. So, am I an artisan now? If every measurement were perfectly accurate, the cash-strapped guild wouldn't have bothered sending so many people out here. Well, that's rude. The issue is that every single measurement results show some kind of deviation. This pops up entirely at random. It makes absolutely no sense. Don't look so skeptical. You just have to measure them for yourself before you can believe them. Alright. They are interesting. They look like bacon. Purple bacon. I'm cleaning my nose here. I honestly thought I couldn't read everything on time, but that one was a little slow. Good work out there. Are the measurements done? Though with that look on your face, you look like you've just seen a ghost. What on earth is going on here? If I knew what was causing it, I'd rock right away with this year's Guild Contribution Award. Just thinking about it gets me excited. Come to think of it, the first time I saw this earth-shattering phenomenon, I could barely keep the nausea down. I crashed in the grass and threw up for ages. Ew. 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 Alright. Maybe that kind of reaction is exactly why the team leader thinks I'm unsuited for solo fieldwork. But that feeling of all common sense just crumbling. It's really not something you can just power through with sheer willpower. I've seen worse. I'm getting off track. Let's swap and compare our measurements results to get a better perspective. Hand over the result sheet. Surveyor Adventurer, measuring point 1, runes at the bottom of the sunken corridor. Well, measurement results. First is 561 meters, and then 573, then 561, then 553, and then 594. Huh, I thought it was gonna be like back and forth. So, It was like middle, then up, then middle, then down, and then suddenly just like spiked up to the highest possible. Surveyor Julian. Measurement point 1, rings at the bottom of the second corridor. Wall measurement results 535, 561, 519, 561, and 495. Okay, this one seems to like go down, up, down, up, down, up. It feels like if 561 is the neutral, it's just going down, neutral, even more down, neutral, and even more down. This seems a lot like this one is gradually going down, but also every second or every even attempt at reading, it just goes to the neutral point. Yep, same old story. These aviations are swinging wilder than a dance at the opera house. A few of the readings are exactly the same. Yes, you got a sharp eye. A few of the readings are indeed the same. Under normal circumstances, you might consider this 561 meters to be the stable value. Yeah. But according to the Artisan's Code, everything must have a single exclusive outcome. As soon as there is even one exception, and this one seems to have a lot. Even if there's only a single unstable piece of data, all the previous data gets thrown out of the window. Great. However, this phenomenon actually backs up my theory. Adventure. There's no time to lose. Let's head over to the second location for measurements. With just one more set of data, the true nature of this phenomenon will become a lot clearer. Well, this is mildly interesting. So, the second set is for spatial measurements. Since you already had the experience from this first VOD, you probably won't be scared pale this time. Don't let the name intimidate you. It's still just a basic measurement. Simply put, we're just measuring the angles at the base and corners of the walls. Oh, fuck me. Here, this is a very standard protractor. Yeah, guy. As for the tick marks, well, at least the tool itself thinks it's accurate. What a coincidence. This corner also has a triangular vortex mark. It's almost as if the Divine custom made it for us. Come on, let's take an hand each. You measure over there, and I'll measure over here. Let's start the second round of measurements right now. And just press F. Simple as that. I measured the well 5 times with the protractor. The strange phenomenon occurred again. Despite placing it in the exact same corner, whenever I moved the protractor and then put it back, the scale has shifted. So, are these things alive then? Are you done? Perfect. I just wrapped up to my end too. We can look at both sets of data side by side. We might just spot something. Alright. Survey Adventure, measurement point 2, runs at the bottom of the second corridor. Measurements results first 90 degrees, and then 95, then 92, then 87, then 90. So the first and the fifth, and I'm seeing over here as well, it says that the Julian was first 90, then 92, then 94, then 89, and then 90. So it seems to be ranging in between the 90 degrees. The first and the fifth are always the same. My third was his second, and he didn't have anything like 87 or 95. He had 94 and 89. So it might be ranging between the 85 and the 95 degrees. Even though the results are still all over the place as usual, I feel like there's some sort of pattern here in this area. Some of the data points do match. Is this... Even with the uncertainty phenomenon going on, there are still a few identical data points floating around in all this randomness. If the identical results of the first measurements were just a coincidence, it's pretty hard to brush off the second set as another coincidence. It seems the uncertainty phenomenon around here is just turning everything into a jumbled mess. It's actually happening. In segments. Maybe this is exactly what's been throwing the seniors off. According to the Artisan's Code, a single unstable data point means that you cannot draw any firm conclusions from the rest. But if you stick blindly to that code, I'm afraid we'll never find our way out of this maze. Right, thinking outside the box? You make a fair point. Seniors on the team have been racking their brains, yet they still can't solve this paradox. I really do respect their experience and cautions, I do. But I also feel like solving the problem might require us to throw the conventional mindset out the window. If we're a bit daring and ignore the code for a moment, let's assume the stable readings hiding among the fluctuations are the true data, and the deviations are caused by some external factor. Then that leads to a rather terrifying conclusion. My Bavaria, could it be that these fluctuating data points are actually tied to time? I don't get it. How should I put this? Imagine we're a group of primitive people who have never seen rain. Before witnessing rain, we'd naturally assume that the ground is always dry. This is certainly a phenomenon, it's just like a sudden invisible rainstorm. It swipes through and upends the normal reality we firmly believe in. And right now, we might be the very first humans to ever experience a storm like this. Sorry, I'm getting a bit too excited. I'm rambling. I need to write this all up in a report and show it to the team leader right away. Thank you, Adventure. Today's field work was an absolute breakthrough. You can leave the rest to me. Okay, you're welcome. But I still have other quests to do. More Julian, okay. The Clockwork Chicken won't cooperate. What kind of name is that? What kind of name is that? It's fine, I was getting all too clogged up and you guys are not gonna be able to understand me. Because it's kinda tough. Hey, Julian. Ah, it's you, Adventure. I have some great news for you. You have a moment? Yeah, sure. I wrote up a report using those tier data sets from the last time I handed it to the team leader. He listened to me very seriously and even said this line of research is worth pursuing. And what's even better is that the seniors have finally stopped treating me like an errand boy. Now they actually ask for my opinion. You know how incredibly rare that is? But, well, that comes with its own set of problems. The leader told me to design an experiment to back up my theories. I'm fairly good with these theoretical stuff, but when it comes to hands-on experiments, I'm a little out of my element. Oh, buddy. I got you. Your adventurers are always out in the field and have seen it all. Must have ton of practical experience. Would you help me brainstorm a bit? What moves at a constant speed can be easily controlled and preferably isn't too hard to get your hands on? I want to say vehicles, but it is a bit hard to get your hands to, and it's not always at constant speed because you can shift the speed. I don't want to say not a clue. I wish there was like I was about to say time, really, because time moves at a constant speed. It's not, but it cannot be easily controlled. But you can control your actions based upon the time. I don't know, a river? Vehicles. I'm a Faria. I've only ever managed to touch one of those few times at Master Eugen's house. I hear you can control their speed, but they're insanely expensive. An intern like me shouldn't even entertain the thought. Yeah, your ideas were not exactly great. Come to think of it, moving machinery is actually a pretty solid choice. That is, if you can look past the glaring flaw of how expensive it is. Yep, that also applies to today. If there was a cheaper option, like something powered by clockwork, that would be perfect. Marcel, an artisan in the camp's logistic team, apparently has a clockwork chicken that runs around. I think that might be exactly what I need. Adventure, could you do me a favor and ask him about it? I can offer him some kind of compensation, just put it on my tab. Why don't you ask him yourself? I have. I actually went to see him several times before he even got here. Marcel treasures that clockwork chicken. Whenever I try to bring it up, he instantly gets defensive and snaps at me. I'm completely out of options here. Adventure, I know you got so much better ways with words than I do, and people actually listen to you. Well, they listen to me because I do a lot of work there, sir. You're the perfect person to act as a persuader. If he's willing to agree on it, I'm perfectly happy to cover any materials or payments he wants. Plus, if this experiment actually succeeds, I swear I'll put your name in the trophy. I'll say less. Well, say less. Where's your chicken, Marcel? Well, this trip hasn't been completely pointless. At least I learned about the benefits of scrap materials. Oh, if it isn't the adventurer. I've heard quite a bit about your recent feats. Is there something I can do for you? About that clockwork chicken. Stop, I get it. You're here to play the persuader from Julian, aren't you? I agree to almost anything else, but absolutely cannot say yes to this. But I owe you an explanation. I don't want to going around saying that Marcel's a stingy old man. The reason is that my clockwork chicken is completely different from what he's actually looking for. He needs a device that moves at constant speed. But I specifically modified this device to simulate a realistic gait. It makes the clockwork chicken pause, walk a few steps, and even randomly speed up or slow down. And yet, he keeps pestering me, demanding that I modify it to completely strip out the gate simulation module. It's honestly infuriating. I poured so much effort into creating this masterpiece and he just wants to tear it apart. If you were in my shoes, would you just swallow that kind of insult? Well, if he's willing to cover the costs. Ugh, adventure, I'm not that materialistic. I know that Julian kid is as sharp, and he is working on some important research. Just because he's smart doesn't mean he can just sacrifice other people's hard work. Besides, the blueprints of this clockwork chicken were hand-drawn by Master Maria herself. When the Master was alive, she strictly warned against over-relying on the Bavarian Divine's legacies. Yet now you want to strip down her creations just to use it as a tool for a legacy experiment. As one of Master Zamira's juniors, I just can't bring myself to do it. I will highlight the groundbreaking nature of the experiment. Oh? So if we put it that way, this experiment is actually carrying on Master Miria's wishes? That kid Julian always stammers and hesitates. He can never just get straight to the point. If you had explained it as clear as you did, we could have sorted this out ages ago. If the clockwork chicken is going to be used for this, I fully support it. Master Miria always used to say that while the Divine's legacy is undeniably advanced, its underlying principles remain in complete mystery to us. We need to focus on developing humanity's own technology, starting with clockwork and gears. After all, you have to learn to walk before you can run. Correct. Anyway, I shouldn't bore you with these tales from the past. I'll let him borrow the clockwork chicken, but I have to set a few ground rules with Julian. Do I call him Julian or Julian? Modifications must be completely reversible, and they must be restored to their original state afterward. I also require full credit on the experiment. I'll have a proper chat with Julian later to go over the specific modification plans. Oh, right. There's one more thing I need to ask of you. I'm running a bit low on clockwork oil, so could I trouble you and gather some animal fat for me? I'll meet you by Julian a bit. And for animal fat. I don't know why there's no soundtrack here. It's so dead. Up, buggos. These are not animals. Oh god. Burp. Whoop. And that's done. Wait, I thought you guys move fast. This method is actually quite feasible. Looks like we won't have to overhaul the whole thing. We can just control it using different modules. We might even be able to pitch this for the merchandise department to mass production and secure some extra funding for our project. Do you really just see it as a toy? Clockwork Chicken isn't just a nickname. Its actual name is the differential gate demonstrator. What if we don't have any funding? How can we carry on Master Zemaria's wishes? There's sheer willpower? This is not realistic, Marcel. Ugh. It's a bit. You work fast, adventurer. The quality of this animal fat is excellent. Looks like we will make a fantastic raw material. Alright, then I'll leave the modifications to you, Marcel. With your level of skill, it should be done in no time, right? It's hard to say. The insides of this clockwork chicken are incredibly intricate, and it's the only one of its kind. You have to be careful with the modifications. Alright, then I'll head out to run the experiment. Don't be in such a rush to leave, Julian. This modification requires a capable assistant. So grab those players for me. I just escaped the fate of being a clerk and now I'm a lackey? For the sake of the experiment, I'll endure it. Marcel carefully disassembles the clockwork chicken and modifies the position gears and clockwork mechanisms inside. Wait, Marcel, what is this triangular vortex mark on the inside of the clockwork? This was supposed to say Julian, not Marcel. It looks like an engraving of some old mark. Just ignore it for now. I swear I've seen this mark somewhere before. Never mind, I'll finish the experiment first. I've finished modifying the device. It can now switch between steady and random gates. Sounds great. My experiment can finally begin. Adventure, let's go. You need me for this? Of course. Non-research personnel must be present to increase credibility. You're the perfect candidate. Wait, I'm going with you to conduct the experiment too. Huh? Marcel, are you really that invested in an experiment? Or would you move by my sincerity? David, I have to keep an eye on your entire experiment to ensure the clockwork chicken's safety. Well, alright. Having a professional observe the experiment just adds more credibility to it. Oh, look at the chicken! Oh, look at the chicken! Look at that steely determination of that chicken. That chicken is gonna be killing its next prey. Look at that steely determination. Alright, the adventure is here. Let's begin. To see two of our witnesses, I'll briefly explain the experiment. I'm guessing that certainty phenomenon here isn't always present. It's intermittent and comes with time. That's why I've tentatively called it the uncertainty storm. So the experiment involves Dolly moving at a steady pace on the track, covering a fixed distance in a fixed amount of time. That way we can observe when it's affected by the uncertainty storm and the extent of the impact. This will give us a rough initial profile of the uncertainty storm, which we can gradually refine. Adventurer, you can give the order to start the experiment. Just say the word and I'll get this clockwork chicken running. Start. Great, let's go. Let the experiment begin. Go, Dolly. You go, Dolly. The experiment began and the clockwork chicken walked towards the written time point. However, its speed did not change significantly. Just as everyone was looking disappointed, the clockwork chicken suddenly vanished from the track. Then two clockwork chickens appeared at the start and finish line simultaneously. And a moment later, they merged back into one. Dolly! Ah. Julian turned deathly pale upon seeing the results of the experiment. He ultimately collapsed on the ground and vomited violently. Out of all the times he had to throw up now. Sorry, it was just too mind-blowing. It was just too mind-blowing. My brain can process it, but my stomach can't. Cut the crap and get up. Now isn't time to stay down. Let's review what exactly just happened. I think I just saw two clockwork chickens. Yeah, my nose. Hey, Marcy, do you have a favorite color? I do. It's sapphire blue. It's a very specific kind of blue, which can be called into either be called sapphire blue or electric blue. It even has another name, I believe. But that kind of blue, that very sapphire looking blue, which is more a very saturated, almost dark blue, it's my favorite. I wish I could have put it up mostly visible in my own character, so that's why she ends up using blue. It was supposed to be more on that kind of blue, but I think it was gonna die out a little bit of the color that my character has. Well, I actually have balloons of that color. I'm just afraid that the balloons might pop around me. It's not like I'm afraid of the pop. I'm just easily, spooked, really. Someone can come behind me, I'll just get scared. I'll get jump scared. I'm just that easily spooked. And balloons are also one of those things. They pop and I'm just not expecting it. I'm just like, eh. Something like that. And, honestly, I just also don't like the feeling that they have. I touch a balloon and suddenly my brain just screams, get hand cream already. Because I have very sensitive hands. It is kind of cute. Yeah, I guess it would be. But I am really easily spooked. I get easily spooked, really, because there's so many times that I'm just doing random things. My mom just shows up in the kitchen and I'm also in the kitchen and I just get scared. I'm like, and mom was like, why do you jump? As if she was suspicious of me. And I'm like, I just didn't see you. I'm easily spooked. I feel like the more water I drink, the more my nose gets clogged. Hopefully that's a good sign. Even though I feel like I'm suffering. This is like something straight out of a ghost story. But the three of us saw it split at the same time, so there's no way our eyes were playing tricks on us. Yeah, everyone knows an object can be in two places at once. But it somehow just was standing perfectly still at both the start and the finish line. Calm down. Julian, think. What exactly did Dolly the clockwork chicken just go through? I just checked, and the device is completely intact. What's even crazier is that his posture in the finishing line was exactly the same as the moment it split. Wait, I think I get it now. So that's how it is. Adventure. Judging by your expression, you guessed it too, haven't you? It's a bit scary, but I'm afraid that's it. Let's just say it together. My blood's running cold. Alright, I count to 3 and we'll say it together, just to give you some courage. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna stay silent. Right, I initially thought it could only affect special constants like length. But I never expect time to be dragged into it as well. No, now I know how to tease you. Yeah. Not only am I easy teasable, I'm also easily spooked, so I probably would get jump scared if by random out of nowhere you're gonna throw me a yeet. This isn't something we can just brush off as a margin of error. What could possibly cause a segment of time to knot up here? I'm afraid the answer is not one present itself immediately. Must have overlooked something. Or rather, there's a factor we've neglected. External factors. I wanted to say this for a while. Stop blaming the margin of error. It might be that the legacies in the camp repel each other and affect the results. Well, Marcel, logistics have to maintain the legacy every day, right? How do you manage to hate them so much while still getting your work done? Hatred is one thing, craftsmanship is another. In all seriousness, I think it would be best to eliminate external interference first. I get it. That is indeed a good starting point, but we also have to admit that we actually know nothing. As you said earlier, we're basically cavemen who just learned how to use a ruler. There's so much to study. Ugh. If the guild has spent less time staring at trophies and more time looking at the research process, we wouldn't be stumbling from square one every time. Adventure, thank you. Next, we have a bunch of records to organize and reports to fill out. We'll be busy for quite a while. If all goes well, this year's Rookie Award is in the bag. I'll be sure to include your name when the time comes, and don't forget his as well. Alright, that's one side quest done. And it feels like, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the guys. Where's a painter doing here? I mean, if you look outside, it is beautiful, but... Stop. Valerian? Isn't it later? Adventure, perfect timing. Our experiment with Julian last time was certainly groundbreaking, but it brought an even bigger problem with it. What's going on? The camp was in an uproar as soon as the experiment report was written. Marcel couldn't keep his mouth shut again, and the news reached Lollapalooza that very day. As a result, the Crate caught wind of it and showed up. They say they want to investigate the experiment, and they suspect that we'll use illicit legacies. I can testify that no legacies were used. You always hit the nail on the head, Adventure. You're the perfect person to handle this. The problem is, their investigation has the whole camp in a panic, and we can't move forward with the experiment at all. So I'd like it to go and clear things up with the Crate. We haven't used any legacies, let alone illicit ones. Crate still has to show some respect to the Pioneer Bureau. If you step in, it will cloud their suspicions and spare us from further interrogation. That's because even I am not sure what the Crate is actually looking for. Rumor has it they messed up and lost something they shouldn't have. Is that the reason they're searching our camp? Then providing our answers is going to be incredibly difficult. Nobody's warehouse is completely clean. If they really dig down to the bottom, it won't be a pretty sight. If this isn't handled well and it reaches the guildmaster, I can kiss my position as a team leader goodbye. It seems a bit extreme. You're right, they are indeed being extreme. The creator has had more than just these troubles lately. Not only do they have to find what they've lost, they also have to deal with the illusory plague. And recently, a Vision Sharing Society popped up. The Creed has cranked up this review process several notches, and the priests are completely swamped. At a critical moment like this, anyone who gets targeted is out of luck. Especially an organization like ours has close contact with legacies. Julian is currently accompanied by 2 priests, and they're repeating the experiment results at the site when it was conducted. That's no different from me sent to the execution block. You'll rescue him quickly. At least let him keep some dignity in front of the priests, and don't let him end up vomiting. Yeah. Okay, you're a bit far off, but I think I can catch up. Oh, I'm actually struggling to talk right now. Ah. Oh, you're back here. Mr. Julian, why can't your clockwork chicken experiment be reproduced today? Well, Your Reverence, the uncertainty storm has its peaks and troughs. Several space-time warping only occurs during its peaks. Oh? We've been here a while. We should have hit a peak by now. Unless you remove the key factor, like a certain legacy. Your Reverence, we really didn't use a legacy this time. Ever since the uncertainty phenomenon appeared, we switched to using basic measurement tools. Most importantly, we're only doing basic measurements. There's no need to use illicit legacies at all. I see. But the current results are far from convincing, Mr. Logistics Artisan. What will it take for you to believe us? They really didn't use legacy. Oh? And who this might be? Adventure, you're finally here. Please tell them we really didn't use a legacy. There's no need for that. We believe your words, of course. But the experimental results are right here. Having more witnesses won't change that. If you want to clear our names, show me the so-called uncertainty storm without using any legacies. Adventure, can you try to recall? Did we do anything else back then that might have triggered a violent outburst of the uncertainty storm? I collected an animal fat from Russell. Yes, that was it. Before the experiment began, the adventure did collect animal fat from me. If we need to roll out external factors, this might count as one. After all, a slain monster might have some kind of impact. Julian and Marcel are secretly winking at me, as if signaling me to buy me some time. Maybe this whole issue was bizarre since the beginning. How is slaying monsters a condition? Could it be that you two are trying to stall for time? Don't worry, Your Reverence. We can run. We don't need to. The adventure is swift. It won't take long. I'll only delay for about the time it takes to drink a cup of tea. Very well. Adventure, be quick about it. I'll wait right here. I don't know if the taking away animal fat is gonna do anything about this, but if killing monsters... Honestly, I'll kill monsters anytime. If my time playing God Eater served me well, I'm quite vicious when it comes to killing monsters. Here we go. Ah, goddammit, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, it's the adventurer. Now that the variable in mention has been eliminated, I'd like to see if this experiment can be reproduced. Usually, seeing the adventures brings a lot of comfort, but this time, I can only leave it to fate. Oh? So artisans also have a habit of praying. Julian and Russell repeat the clockwork chicken experiment. Fortunately, the bizarre splitting phenomenon did not occur this time. Chris's expression grew even more solemn. What do you have to say for yourselves this time? Maybe we should wait a bit longer? Wow, imagine a goddess hating monsters in the big 2026. It happens. Priest. We've tried this experiment several times since then. It's true that it can't be successfully replicated every time. For now, we can only describe the uncertain phenomenon using peaks and troughs. As for the cause, we are still researching it. Julian turned deathly pale and began vomiting silently once again. Are you alright? There's no need to be so nervous. The creator always follows protocol. We aren't deliberate in making enemies out of you. I didn't say that. It's easy to say. This experiment has already been proven to be random. Look, it's written plain as day in the experiment manual. You just won't believe us, and you're forcing him to admit to using legacies that don't even exist. That's taking too far. I mishandled things earlier, and I apologize, you all. However, the investigation must still proceed according to protocol. Protocol. You only ever pull out these protocols when people can barely breathe. I need a report to submit. This is just a routine search of the camp, and after that, the matter will be settled. Go on. Do you think we'll be afraid of you? In that instant, Marcel and Julian's expressions go even more nervous than before. Adventurer, wait, and I'm dead. Oh, really? I didn't think they was actually taking damage. I did not realize it was actually taking damage out of it. Okay, I gotta have to skip all of this again. Mm-hmm. Adventure, wait. Excellent. Adventure, what you just said saved us a lot of time. Hey, Adventure, this is... Hmm? Sir Artisan, do you have any concerns? No. The searchers have to follow the rules too. For things like experimental secrets, the team leader needs to be present to sign on them. That's a minor issue. Thanks for the creed protocol. We no longer rely on mere trust, so you don't need to worry. Besides, when dealing with matters like this, we usually bring a third-party witness, namely the Pioneer Bureau. Right now, Adventure, you're perfect for the role. Excellent. Then it is settled. The Adventure will handle the inspection, and the crew will be responsible for recording and supervising. The Pioneer Bureau has always been neutral. If any illicit legacies are found, I'm sure the Adventure wouldn't tarnish their reputation, right? Alright, we'll need your cooperation. If anything are truly as you say, this will actually be your best protection. See you at the artisan camp. Well, this is not going well. Things just didn't have to work the way they wanted it. Honestly, I hate that as well. You just say that when you're trying to show something to someone, and then it just doesn't happen. Hey, Adventure, come here a second. Alright, the Adventure's here, and the search can begin. Please refrain from whispering to each other until the record is complete. Can we even talk? You guys are way too overbearing. Oh, it was him that was talking. Mr. Artisan, why are you sweating profusely? You think I'm scared? I'm not. I moved the equipment for you and rearranged all the boxes, and I'm exhausted now. Understood. Thank you for your hard work. I'll faithfully record your cooperation. Please use this legacy detector, Adventurer. If any illicit legacies show up, it'll make a high-pitched alarm. A pile of boxes is stacked neatly, and they all look identical. Or shall I start searching? The first box. This box is full of measuring tools. After scanning it with the detector, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. And second box. This box contains some precision measurements. The detector remains completely silent. And then the third box. This box is filled with miscellaneous items, spare parts, coal. Suddenly sense a familiar presence inside. Reach towards the source of the presence. You feel a cold sensation. There's no mistaking it. You certainly grab a tiny nail-sized piece of crimson marrow. Isn't this crimson marrow? From what I know, this is contraband and it's strictly forbidden from circulating on the market. Adventurer, you don't look so good. What's wrong? Oh? Then it seems I was overthinking things. Please continue. You instantly tried to hide the crystal, but in that split second, the nearby crate guard instantly closes in and snatches crimson marrow from you. Crimson marrow, class 2 contraband. Or jester. I see. No wonder you kept emphasizing protocols trying to delay the search. Ah, this is bad. Mr. Artisan, these things are like bugs. Seeing one usually means there's a whole nest nearby. Speak up, where did you get this? This stuff has been circulating from the black market for a long time. A piece of marrow the size of a fingernail has enough energy to run the orb synthesizer for a year. When funds are tight, it's hard to resist the temptation. Mr. Artisan, we already informed you that this is contraband when you enter the Highlands. Yet you knowingly violated the regulations, disregarding the ban and containment clauses. Please explain yourselves. What is there to explain? I couldn't resist the temptation and took it upon myself to buy the contraband in crimson marrow. Take me to trial. Mr. Artisan, your unauthorized actions will go to the record. But clearly, a team leader cannot escape the blame. I will have a word with him about this later. You should be glad we found this instead of some illicit legacies. This matter won't end so quickly. Theon, seal the supplies. This will remain locked until the investigation is complete. Yes, Lord Jester. Why? The truth is there. The plainclothes priests of the crate seem to have a request. Oh my god, why are you so far, man? Why are you so far? I can barely talk anymore. I yap too much now, my nose is like killing me here. Seriously, why have you done that? Ah, Ventura, it's good to see you again. Quite a minor hiccup last time, our cooperation was quite smooth overall. I asked you here today to entrust you with a job that suits you perfectly. You probably remember that we found contraband crates and marrow in the artisan skills boxes last time. Since then, we've conducted a thorough search of the camp supplies, and the total amount isn't that large. Fortunately, the artisans aren't involved in anything like the illusory plague. Normally, this might pass with just a warning. But due to recent events, the crate's scrutiny has more than doubled. The investigation report must be extremely thorough. Fortunately, ever since the last incident, the artisans have been very resistant towards us, and the conversation turns hostile immediately. So I want to trust you with completing this routine investigation. Given your relationship with them, you're much better suited in this than we are. Sure, what I can do? I knew it, a reasonable adventure. The artisan's use of contraband is an undeniable fact. While these marrows might not be enough to put them on trial, it's enough to draw the attention of the Creed's higher-ups. We need to take a break or something, where you can, you know? I mean, I have like 40 more minutes of streaming. I think I can handle it. But it's not like this is killing me on the inside. It's just killing my nose and my way of like breathing. And it's just like whenever I talk about something, I have to like push out my nose, like blow out of my nose sometimes to be able to clear it out. Completing the investigation quickly and clearing up their names is the best way to help them. There's no point in saying more. Adventure, take a look at this list of questions first and you'll understand my intentions. This is a detailed created questionnaire. The paper is densely packed with questions related to legacy verification. Yeah, I can game in the ear goddess, so you're fine. Yes, I'm fine, even though I've game ended myself many times. Not because I wanted to, because I was fighting off really strong avatars and enemies. But I always came back, so... I always come back. The number of handlers, equipment lists, acceptance signatures, mostly just suffocating red tape. However, I noticed a few questions were bolded, making them particularly conspicuous. Have you processed any legacy modified lenses recently? Have you received any polishing requests for items like eyeglass frames recently? Has the guild handed over a micro legacy module for you to process? See? In our words, we're just going through the motions. Give us an unusual feedback we received recently. It's better to strictly follow protocols just to be safe. Who want to fill out so many entries? Indeed, I can't deny that. Adventure, for someone as clever as you, perhaps you've noticed how strict the Creed has been recently. But please believe me, the Creed has its own reasons to doing this. If you can get their urgencies to fill out this form, I can save you a lot of trouble. I will negotiate with their team leader personally. I'll leave the remaining two involved artisans, Julian and Marcel, to you, Adventure. This is a whole lot of back and forth. A whole lot of back and forth. It's actually killing my brain. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, boys! The peaks have been pitifully few lately. Did they be cycled to them? Right? It's so frustrating. It caused me to make a fool of myself the last time, throwing up in front of the priest. That's nothing. Later when they searched the boxes, my clothes were soaked in sweat. I knew things were gonna go south, so I didn't tag along. You brat. You're quick to use things when you need them, but the moment trouble hits, you're built faster than anyone else. Hi guys, busy? Oh hey, there's an adventurer. Welcome, welcome. Wait a minute, why do you always show up during the clockwork chicken experiments? That's where you'll end up in our experiment logs. Why are you so relaxed? Yeah, we paused for a bit after the last incident. When the team leader realized we couldn't cover it up, it reported to the guild. Lately, he has been joking around in the camp, arguing with the priest every single day. I was starting to wonder if his stress has finally driven him mad. However, regarding the experiments, he told us to carry on as usual and map out the uncertainty storm phenomenon as quickly as possible. Anyway, what brings you us at a time like this? I can buy the decreased investigation. I knew it. They are smelled the protocol earlier, and this is why. They sure know who to pick. They got the cold shoulder before this, so they pushed you forward to play peacemaker. After all, there are always too many entries. It's more detailed than experiment parameters. Without the key entries. Oh, so that is what it means? I didn't look closely before, but now I get it. The crate is still obsessing over the Vision Sharing Society pair of goggles. Oh, wait! I remember! I remember the Vision Sharing Society pair of goggles. It was that one quest that I actually was really into, that I was the one using the goggles, and I was actually seeing... I was having someone, like, talk to me this whole time, and I just got killed again. Why? Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But I remember that it was those kinds of that kind of society, that it was basically a person that was giving me the goggles, and I was basically able to hear someone's voice from like the goggles for some reason, and I would basically use those goggles to go to places to that the person that was basically in the goggles or in the system basically be able to see those places. It mostly was like if you were trying to like give a kid that was like dying off, or someone that was dying off, their final wishes, basically. This area is hostile indeed. And I've been trying to get into a corner where I don't get hit or anything like that, but the game just like teleports me to this kind of specific spot. I tried to skip up a bit of the dialogue ever since I died. Ugh. Then they really came to the wrong people. Yeah, at least as far as we know, the Ernst & Gill hasn't done anything as they imagined. The main point is that there are just too many entries. Filling this out takes up too much time. And some questions are too specific. It feels like someone's rummaging through our house. Tell you what, for your sake we'll fill out the form, but you have to get us some experimental materials. First, you won't have to stare blankly into space while we write. Second, it makes up for the time I spent filling this out. That's easy. What do you need? So straightforward, as expected from an adventure. Let me think. Did you get us some slime sacks from the monsters? That stuff is an excellent adhesive. Oh? Are we getting a deal like this? Adventure, bring back a few extra. I'll fill out a form too. Well, that is easy. It was also these fuckers as well. Ah, you son of a bitch. There we go. I got it. You're back, adventurer. Perfect. The form is done too. I hope there's no next time. My hand is cramped from writing. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is way better than we can buy in a market. Thanks, adventurer. Hey, don't take it all on it. I get a share too. I filled out a form as well. You asked for it. Fine, take them all. Go and process them into the adhesive. Wait a minute. Are you trying to slack off, Marcel? Got to chatter. They'll do it over there. I have a few words I want to say to the adventure privately. What? Acting all mysterious. Fine, but don't take too long. Julian walks away with the slime sack. I seem serious. Adventurer, you're a good person. I trust you, which is why I can tell you this. I won't deny that the mayor is contraband, but please don't mistake us for the bad guys involved in the leisurely plague. We're not stupid enough to try to destroy the world or anything. Just want to use that stuff as clean energy. The point is, I've actually been wondering why the Creed has been hounding us so relentlessly lately. After seeing that form just now, I finally understand. They aren't after the marrow at all, they're after those goggles from the Vision Sharing Society. What does that have to do with the guild? Simply put, the Vision Sharing Society claimed we designed their goggles for marketing purpose. The Creed has been badgering us about it for a while. They say they believe us, but now it seems highly likely that they're still after us for it. Apparently, the team leader's negotiations with the Creed aren't going smoothly. Doesn't exactly show what they want, so he's been testing the waters. If you really want to help us, send a signal to the team leader. Tell him to keep a close eye on the bolded entries in the form. He'll immediately realize this is what the Creed has been investigating all along, and the negotiations to proceed smoothly. I'll deliver the message. That's great. To be honest, the Creed might be right in principle, but their protocols are so strict that it feels suffocating. Eventually, you have the ability to convince both sides. Right now, you're the only one that's capable of solving this problem. We can't drag out this any longer, but the Creed will take more troublesome actions. It'll be even harder to resolve things then. I hope you can consider my proposal. That's all I can say. Let Julian lose himself in this research. We'll folks will shoulder these messy matters. Of course, once this is over, we actually win a reward. Your name will definitely be in the special thanks section. Go on, adventurer. Why let the team leader shoulder this alone for too long? Well, as long as they properly credit me, I am fine with doing all the work. I am not getting... I'm not gonna be in this kind of situation where I don't get credited for something that I did. Okay, need to time to drink again. Ever since the incident at the Celestial Mines, like scraps and arrows has been everywhere. There's no need to keep harping on it, right? The circulation of contraband does not mean it can be used compliantly, or simply following protocol. Please cooperate, Mr. Arson. It's not that I won't cooperate, it's just that these protocols are endless. Searching boxes, copying rosters, but it doesn't end. I can finish it today. You're just in time, adventurer. You're as efficient as always. You actually get through all these questions? Impressive. I can conceive those two to fill it out, no matter how hard I tried. Ask Marcel's word on team leader. Marcel said that? I see. This is important. Thank you, adventurer. Race gesture flips through the pages rapidly and decides finally land on a few specific questions. Entries 23, 24, and 25 are filled out properly. Good. This form is enough to form a report. Once the final approval is given, the lockdown can be lifted. Wait, don't wrap things up just yet. I have something to say. Do you have anything to add, team? I have something you might be interested in regarding the Vision Sharing Society pairs of goggles. Team leader, I advise you to watch your words. I only say this once. Do you want to report back to the Pillar Divinity with a contraband report, or do you want to return with a genuinely useful clue? Didn't this stand up onto us any good? Yeah. Who would have thought? After all the meetings in the guild had with you, we still couldn't really earn your trust. We saw your usual jam crafting traces on those goggles. At the very least, it looks like something processed like the artisan. Alright, I'll be blunt. Our guild actually investigated the Vision Sharing Society as well. But the investigation was forced to a halt halfway through. You know why? It's because they're backed by the Weber industry. For an organization of that massive scale, having that kind of processing skill is a piece of cake. What? The Weber industry? And one of their higher-ups insisted they'll resolve this locally. So that's why. You want to know more? Your Reverence, I have an entire investigation report on the Legacy Goggles right here. Of course, this is all private research done by my team, and is completely unrelated to the guild. Want to take it, it'll cost you. What do you want? Now you're talking. First, unseal our equipment immediately. Second, seal away all the investigation reports. Third, stop making a fuss about the contraband. Don't play it as a minor issue. I can agree to the first and second condition. As for the third, I strongly advise you to stay away from that stuff for a while. Why is that? Don't think that slicing it thin makes it safe. All I can tell you is that stuff has been changing lately. Wait, explain yourself. What do you mean it's been changing? What is this turning into? That's also not something I can discuss here. If you want the details, it'll cost you too. You sure know how to strike a bargain. Why don't you just do openly? Yeah, as the adventure says so. I'll risk it and tell you a key detail in the investigation. That thing isn't a signal device as you thought. The Creed's priest's face turns cold instantly. He casts a wary glance at you as the guards beside him rest their hands on their weapons. Watch your words, team leader. This isn't the place to discuss this. Let's talk elsewhere. Alright. See, you wouldn't have been better to do this earlier. We already had the adventure to thank for this. Afterward, the Creed priest has the long discussion with the artisan team leader. The guards remain vigilant nearby so I can get close. But at the same time, a strong wind blew through the camp, whipping up dead grass to the ground and tracing a vortex that resembles a triangle. Occasionally, the words like memory and traces were carried to the wind, only to... Fuck. Yeah. I cannot talk fast enough. And it just ends up like that. You know what? I've done quite a lot of things already. I already did things in Homestead. Monster Hunt? Oh, it's probably those small things. Small yum things. Yep. I'm not gonna call them furballs, I'm just gonna call them yum things. Alright, maybe I'm gonna do a bond tail now, because the bond tails usually have their own voices, so I'm gonna rest my own right now. You were saying earlier, talk too fast. Now you don't talk fast enough. Make up your mind, goddess. I need to be better. I do say I talk fast, but maybe talking faster would have been a better quality for me. Like that, I'll be able to talk fast enough for the ADHD people to actually fully understand me. Or just Sonic. I don't know. The thing is, Sonic doesn't talk fast, he just runs fast. I wonder how bad it would be for him to talk at the same pace as, like, humans. Buttercork? What is this, age now? Maybe. Maybe I could have the speed quirk where I not only run fast, but I also speak fast and think fast. And also have a fast digestion. Oh my god, I would love it so much if I could have that. Probably it also would kill me in the process, but still. Why haven't I run into them yet? I've been waiting for ages. Wait, you're the famous adventurer, aren't you? My guys are excited. Can't believe it. I finally found your adventure. I have a letter for you. The sender said they're a friend of yours and made me promise to personally deliver to you. I've been waiting at the entrance for the fine new bureau for a long time. I finally caught you. Where does it stand from? A lively little girl, dressed up like a cat. Oh, I know who. I met the sender while passing through Lalpar. Now that I have delivered the letter, it's time for me to go. Thanks for delivering to me. It's just a delivery, no mention it. I wonder who sent it. No point guessing, let's just see what it says. Ta-da! A big unexpected surprise! Bet you didn't expect it will be running to you, Mercy. Don't worry, this isn't a request to borrow money nor some lunar trap. It's my first attempt at writing a letter. I even picked up the paper carefully and sent it with wheat. Wait, wheat sent it? Well, that little rascal Jouney took the paper as a snack and carried it onto the wheat field. Almost ate it all. Sounds starting? I mean, for me, yes. But honestly, if I eat a lot and rest enough, I think I should be fine. And none of that matters. What matters is, as the best friend of Magna's #1 treasure hunter, you should share my burdens. As for the team's treasure split, come to Lalpar to meet me and we'll talk it over in detail. Just so you know, the puppy paw prints, that's Jeannie's mission, not mine. Aw, that's cute. Daria. But the spirit of the letter. In that case, I should go take a look. Yoink. Yoink. I'm trying. Use this. Boing. A very wonderful adventure. I'm certainly drinking more water since I'm closing in to the end of the stream. About half an hour we should be good. Hopefully with the Bond tales being voiced, I'm not gonna need to speak too much. Up, Daria. Oh, it's not voiced. You're finally here. I thought even Luna might not be enough to move you. So, aren't you happy to receive a letter from the great Daria? The dog pop print is really cute. I knew you like it. I asked around for ages. Apparently this is an essential ritual between friends. But I really have important business with you this time. We can talk about the reply letter later. What is it? Well, since I was raised by Grandma at the orphanage, I sent things back whenever I had some Luna on hand. Supplies from this winter will be a slight problem. I need to earn some money to get everything ready. So happens someone posted a commission with triple the usual reward. How could I not think of you when I find a good opportunity like that? You're short on cash. Don't be so blunt. I'm not broke. It's just a little short on Luna lately. That's what I said. Anyway, I'm sure you won't refuse me, right, Mercy? I mean, I can have you becoming a stray cat. Yay! Once we finish the commission, I can bring winter supplies to Grandma and the other kids. I was expected from the famed adventure of Astiles. I know you'll lend me a hand. Then let's meet the client right now. I'll lead the way. There we go. Good, sorry. Oh, Miss Daria, I came to you because I had no other choice. After all, you're a treasure hunter, so I thought you might be able to help. This is a one-time thing. I don't want to get involved in it with a wanted criminal. Annika, I'm really not some kind of heinous villain. The wanted posters on the village notice boards are all nonsense. Really? Is that true? I'm just an ordinary little girl. I'm still young. He visibly slumps interjection. Alright. I know you're not a vicious criminal. That's why I specifically asked for your help. Thank you so much. No matter the request, just leave it to us. I'm the famous #1 treasure hunter of Magna. What about me? Oops, sorry for the late introduction. This is the famous adventure. Alright, it's time to hear the details of your request. It's actually very simple. I just need you to find a specific fruit for me. My neighbors who watch the traveling troupe perform, as well as hunters and scholars trading in the village, all speak of a strange fruit that appeared recently. The berry fruit. Oh, I've collected those quite a bit. The glowing rose-red fruit covered in strange patterns. Trying out new ingredients and flavors is a necessity in the brewer's line of work. Since I'm rather impatient, I've set the commission and triple the usual rate. That is just treasure hunting. That is right up my alley. But are there any other clues? It is clues you want. There's an absurd rumor that it grows in a pillar divinity. By Bafaria, how is that possible? Understood. Leave it to us. The adventurer and I will complete the mission perfectly. Really gonna go on a treasure hunt, I see. Please tell me this is voiced as well. No, it's not. Based on my experience, we definitely need to speak to those hunters and scholars. But the pillar divinity, that's just too ridiculous. Where do you think we should start? Searching is a technical skill, and we need to choose the perfect route. Scholars, maybe. Great minds think alike. This is what they call an adventurous intuition? It seems really reliable. Sculling fruit. Those scholars might be very interested and might have started studying it by now. Finding a few from them wouldn't be a problem at all. Let's check it out the stray star away. Yoink. Oh, there was a chest right there. Screw me. God damn it. Blah, 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 blah. It's been a while since I've been to Stray Starway. There's also these guys as well. I remember their whole shenanigans is that they split apart, and because one just wanted to stay in the area, the other one just wanted to go around. Really, are scholars here? I could go ask them questions now. I don't know if they'll understand anything, really. Adventure! Thank goodness we finally scraped together a team. It's so remote that it's hard to find help. And the request is urgent. I was running out of ideas. What the fuck just happened? Let me explain, Adventure. I don't know if you've noticed, the Cabahorn herds about the highlands. They've been restless lately, and it's starting to affect some of the nearby camps. Oh, I remember that quest. Traveling merchants and scholars have also witnessed the Cabahorn unrest. The Legion have received quite a few similar reports recently. We initially suspect the Cabahorn's abnormal behavior was linked to the leisurely blooms, but it's not. Or at least, not much. Following an investigation by the Creed and local scholars, we have learned that a fairly large group of poachers is operating in this forest. Poachers? Yes. Within the Duchy's jurisdiction, there is a strictly defined closed season for hunting Cabahorns, that consensus reached by all parties. However, this place is so remote that it is effectively outside of our control. Plus, the mines are so busy that the Legion can't send any help. At the Creed's suggestion, we plan to recruit adventurers to investigate the matter first. That is your mission. As for why the Creed is in such a hurry, I'll let the priest explain. We're heading back to the Legion post. So wait, I got a quest on top of the quest now? I haven't heard of a berry fruit, but I do know someone who inexplicably rushed into a labyrinth, claiming he wanted to find the ultimate answer to music. I have no idea what he was talking about. He was just shouting like there was fruits planted inside by a great sage. Sounds like a made-up story. You should talk to Janelle. She might know more. Oh, Janelle! Hey, Janelle. Oh? So Clary sent you. Actually, I've only heard the story secondhand. Someone went to the ruins and brought back a bunch of fruit. They were acting all mysterious. don't know what for. What kind of person was this? It must have been a music lover, I think. A fan of that new traveling troupe, maybe? Lauren also mentioned this to me. This person apparently saw the fruit you're talking about in the labyrinth. Now I'm thinking, could there be trees planted by the Devon there? Fruits produced are a rose-red pattern and even glow. Well, that's kind of exactly what I'm going for anyway. Pepler. Berry fruit? So that's the name I gave it. I just heard someone sing near the labyrinth and there was someone dragging us to see the traveling troupe. But I don't have the time to watch performances. A fan did say that there was fruit nearby that made people enjoy music. It sounded like forcing a connection between two unrelated things to me, so I didn't pay much mind. It's getting weirder and weirder. Maybe I can check out that labyrinth. If such a fruit really is there, please tell me to. As a scholar, I'm interested in new things. Well then. Oh, you're kind of far, aren't you? I should be able to get around that. Yoink! Through here. And up. And climb it up. There are too many Capricorns here. Maybe the berries are causing them to go wild. Who knows? Okay, they're actually being killed very, very easily. Let me get that chest. Whoop. That are you? This labyrinth looks so big. I wonder if there are mountains of treasure hidden at the bottom. It's time to wake up. Wakey wakey. People need dreams. What if it's true? But now that I think about it, even if there's treasure, I won't get it. Huh? Mercy, come over here. What is this? Treasure? The treasure. I will obtain that special fruit. This must be a gift from Bavaria. I heard that the Beckmar transportation station occasionally turns up rare finds. That was true. Once I eat it, I will be able to feel the music, become one with it, and my musical mastery will reach new heights. Well, they really weren't kidding about the guy being addicted to music. Here, the more I look at it, the more it seems like a scam. According to the traveling trip ticket, berry fruit also appears at the Beckmar transport station. How could an ordinary fruit have such magical effects? I mean, what strangely patterned fruit is ordinary? You make a good point, but causing someone to feel inspired and understand music? That's simply not something book can do. It's more like something that affects one's mental state. You're saying that they're on drugs? Like poisonous glowing mushrooms? Right, those mushrooms also glow. Wait, you're saying poisonous glowing mushrooms, right? Ordinary glowing mushrooms aren't poisonous and don't make people delirious. Well, those inedible. I hope I'm not some new poisonous variety. Hope it's not some new poisonous variety. Oh no. Mercy, we have to figure this out. Let's go check the Beckmar transport station next. I'm sad that this one is not translated. I assume it could be in Bahama Islands. I'm sad that this one is not voiced. Freaking Voices was voiced. For some reason, this one is not. Who's this sassy little child? It's Daria. She's a treasure hunter. She has kitty ears. She's very, very sassy. And she's also into money. Money! Oh, god damn it. Punch her into the sun. Oh god, she hates it. Word. Hello, have you ever heard of the berry fruit? This berry fruit again. Stop sticking your nose in here. I told you I have nothing to do with the situation. What? Sticking our noses in? Isn't that what you're doing? Aren't you here to fix things for those two people who got sick for no reason? Of course not. You have no idea what you're talking about. We're just passing by and stopped asked some questions at that berry fruit. People have complained that my food was bad before, and now these people slander me for no reason. Come on, I do have a news. I do have a news. Also, this is like really fucking up with my freaking posture right now. I do have a news, see? I have a very, very beautiful news. Wait a second. Nope. This is creepy. This is very, very creepy. I don't know why I thought about doing that. I was just like flipping up the hair of my character. Oh, I'm so tired. It's too strange. Are you sure I've never used this fruit? What fruit? My ingredients are purchased from specific sources and I have receipts. How could I use an ingredient that I've never seen? Would it be responsible if something went wrong? You? Don't ask me any more questions. I really haven't ever seen it before. When information, go ask those troublemakers yourselves. They say they saw it. It sounds like this fruit isn't meant to be eaten, Mercy. Let's go see the patients. Okay, I think we need to double check this information. If the fruit really does cause food poisoning, we need to notify Nick immediately. Are we gonna talk to the guys? Okay, we are going to talk to the guys first. Sign. Are you a lobbyist sent by Berg? So save your breath. Look lively though. You got the wrong person. I'm not a patient. The actual patients were taken away by the priests long ago. Wait, I call the priests and not doctors. It's all because of that guy, Berg. It's one thing if his food tastes bad, but causing an incident is something else. My brother and another person are his victims. The doctor said that their symptoms resembled the illusory plague, so they had to call the priests. Unexpectedly, they took one look and confirmed it was the illusory plague. Doesn't that prove it has nothing to do with Berg? Surely the two of them wouldn't lie. Did they saw what that berry fruit looked like? They said the fruit glows and has unique patterns. And there's no mistaking it. But Berg has never bought berry fruit, so where did they come from? Who knows? Maybe someone got a souvenir that they were watching the traveling troupe perform and gave it to Berg. Is Berg a fan of the traveling troupe? My brother and the other guys are the fans. And you told me he saw berry fruit when he went to see the show last time. What? How is that the traveling troupe evolved again? How's your brother doing, by the way? I don't know the specifics. They were taken away by the priestess ages ago. Marcy, I think we need to get to the bottom of this. Berry fruit's really is poisonous, then I'm not hunting treasures, but poison. I mean, that is still very, very, very interesting. Stop making out with yourself on stream, Mercy. I don't make it to blow up Hannah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really love myself. I really love myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm sorry. I really like myself. I'm sorry. Let's like the priests. And you have something more to say. How about it? Wait, I sound like we don't need to rush to the priests or the patients just yet. What bad idea do you have now? It's not a bad idea. Think about it. On the straight starway, everyone has heard of the berry fruit, but no one has actually seen it. It was the same thing at the transport station. And based on what we're learning about the traveling troupe, the fruit definitely wasn't put in by Burger, right? Right. Annika gave us a clue. The pillar divinity. Should we circle around the graveyards and check it out? Sure. I can't believe you agreed to such an outrageous proposal. But then, you're an adventurer. You need an adventurous spirit. Now let's suddenly examine the pillar divinity. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe the traveling troupe might be there, but I don't know. Nah. Getting suddenly itchy. Look how cute my character looks with this. Now it doesn't even look that, it doesn't like show up too much of my character anymore. Mia? Above the sanctuary? I mean, yes. Heck yes. Up, girl. There are a lot of guards here. We have to be careful. I've never seen a pillar divinity this close before, and it really is magnificent. This vine must really have been rich to build something so amazing. This thing can't bear fruit, right? But it was left by divine. Maybe it has unexpected functions. Like maybe it's actually made out of gold. Who's there? What was that noise? Oh no, we talked too loudly and got caught. Dang it, why are they so alert? What do you do, Mercy? Ready, run! And why have we been teleported down here again? Ah, of course. Oh shit. I'm going. I cannot use mount. Great. Are they actually going after me? Oh, yeah, they are. They are, right. They are. I really fucked up. I need to stop yapping. Oh, now you talk. Ugh. Then find me now, huh? Oh, of course it is behind a tree. Of course it is behind a tree. It's voiced, finally.
神係の見柱に何か陰謀を企てているかもしれないのだ。もし見かけたらすぐに知らせてくれ。わしはラルパルでもう何十年も暮らしておるんだ。見柱に何かしようとする輩を見逃すものか。不審者がおったら教団に知らせるよ。ふん。なら村の反対側に行くぞ。
Think about it.
冒険者。お前が陰謀など企む人間ではないと知っておる。でなければ助けはしまい。
It's all misunderstanding.
一体何をやらかして衛兵の怒りを買った？
Where's this up there?
この件は話せば長くなるんだけど、誓って私たちは悪人じゃないから。
なるほどな。だが神がかりの見柱がなんとかの実と関係があるなどというデマをアニカが信じるわけがない。まったく安心せい。わしがアニカにこのことを伝えてやろ
う。I mean, she already knows, though, I believe.
近頃そっくりな幻覚を起こす幻化詳細患者もいると聞いておる。神官たちはそのことでてんてこまいだ。
艶紅色の実がまやかしなら私の依頼料はパーじゃない。孤児院のみんな冬を越さなきゃいけないのに。
それなら力になれるかもしれん。例えば村の人たちに声をかけ孤児院に寄付してもらうとかの。ただ不要品や少々傷んだものばかりかもしれんが。
That would be incredibly helpful.
そういったものじゃ役に立たんかの。
もちろん気にしないよ。おばあちゃんや子供たちも。だって孤児院は昔からみんなに寄付してもらってたから。
この件はわしに任せてくれ。そうすればダイヤもこれ以上駆けずり回って目立たずに済む。
どうもありがとう。じゃあついでに掲示板に貼ってある私の手配書も剥がしてもらえない？
そりゃ無理じゃな。ダイヤ、わしを困らせないでくれ。
Yeah, you're asking a little bit too much now.
はいはい。まあ分かってたけど。でも本当にありがとう。おばあちゃんに手紙を書いて、これは村のみんなからの善意だって伝えるね。
大したことじゃない。孤児院が無事に冬を越せるといいな。
I mean, how are winter supposed to look like in Hammer Islands?
私の辛いアルバイトも終わりだよ。そんなに焦ってお金を稼がなくてもよくなった。
I can help organize the missions too.
じゃあ一緒に旅する楽団の公演を見に行けるよね。でも最近また消息がわからないみたいだけど。まあいいや。とにかく約束だよ。もし公演がなくても今後も何かあったらきっと誘いに来てね。例えば開封祭とか花火大会とか。そういえばこういうお金のかかるイベントって どれも行ったことないな。
I got money.
楽しみ。じゃあ準備しなきゃね。ただ先に言っとくけど、あんまりお金のかかる遊びはダメだよ。
We'll have to wait until next year then.
来年ね。来年って言ったら来年。来年だよ。じゃあ君。
It was talking way too much. I'm sorry.
人気者になって指名手配書をアイドルのポスターにしてやるから。
Oh, that's cute. Wait, really? That's a very short Bond story. That's an incredibly short Bond story. I did not think that Daria's Bond story was this short. Oh, current completion is only 37%. Huh. I guess I chose the wrong way? Oh, there's more. So this is basically like, you do the choices. And they will depend, and they will give off different results depending on it. I haven't really done for follows yet, but voices? Oh, I got actually a Rosor from that. But I believe voices was really... How do I say? It was very long. Because look at this. Wait, I can actually get... Oh, I think I already got it. And then, depending on the choice that I do, I will either get this or this. And I got the Chanting Against the Wind, where he basically just falls off. And I just go with him. It doesn't look that is as long as Daria's, but it is. Daria's is incredibly short, honestly. I thought it was gonna... Like, voices took me, like, almost the entire of the stream, nearly. Well, this one just was... relatively, really short. What do you mean I'm like her? Come on. Okay, but it is time that I stop the stream for today. I am sweating buckets. I already drink a lot of water, and I really need to rest because tomorrow is going to be quite the big day for me. So upon right up to the next scene. Oh God, it's... I think quite a lot already. And knowing that this upcoming week, so you were saying like it was short, so I said like, oh my God, I'm not short. I'm not short. I'm not short. I am not short. I guess since I'm not 6 foot, for a lot of people that means I'm short. But anyway, we did quite a lot today. Aside from me just like yapping. Daria's you dummy. I'm not Daria. I'm not. I'm me. I'm Mercy. Mercy is Mercy. Blech. Oh shit. Ooh, okay. Back. Blah, 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 blah. That really... I gotta explain this joke in Discord. No, I get it. I just refuse to believe it. We did a lot of talking today. I was really excited to see Mitsuru here as well. I'm really glad to see a lot of the people that used to watch me back then just like coming back. It feels really good. And honestly, not only did I talk a lot, but I was able to do... I wouldn't say like a lot of side quests because it was technically all like just one side quest really, but a lineage of side quests. And that means I'm probably still gonna have to do a few more. But maybe that way, hopefully by the next stream, I'll also have time to focus on Fufalo's Bond story. But there's gonna be a lot I have yet to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Don't forget to send you guys on Friday. Now it's gonna be the usual Dislike stream. And when it comes to Dislike, I am really focused to get that one new shimmer. I'm just gonna call him G because Jin Chin Tian, I believe that's the name. It's very complicated for me. Seems very good to have. Somewhat. And if you want to see more Blue Profiles for message, join me every Monday at the usual time. Hopefully I'll still have quite a lot of things to do still, so I can still create a lot of content. And If we are interested for the variety games, I'm currently streaming Yakuza 0 every Sunday at usual time. So I hope you enjoyed, and for all my lovely angels, hope you have a lovely night, and see you again soon. Bye-bye!